take it up a notch.
All new Roast My Record, Friday night at 10 on HGTV.
Feeling like a banana is split into 6 teams. That's right. Cannonball is bigger. More teams, more games, and more excitement on True TV.
That is a beautiful banana ball.
This baseball game is taking the country by storm.
Over 65,000 fans on hand.
The summer of America's pastime with a twist.
Showtime.
We guarantee you've never seen anything like this. Banana Ball, presented by Tropical Smoothie Cafe. Welcome back to the Brickyard 400, presented by PPG. 39-man vibe today at the Brickyard for the sweetest kiss in motorsport. Let's go trackside for pre-race ceremonies.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise as you're able and remove your hats, and veterans render a hand salute as the Indiana National Guard presents our nation's colors. Here to give today's invocation from Providence Church here in Speedway, Harrison Beckman.
Let's pray. Father, we give you thanks that you are the good God above all things, above all nations.
I'll get to talk to the chat in a moment. Pre-race ceremonies are happening.
Thank you for the sport of racing and that we get to enjoy it today. We pray that you would give safety, that you would be glorified in all things. Most of all,
Someone brought a Grillo's pickle jar for Todd Gilliland to sign since that's his sponsor.
it's in his name we pray. Amen.
Also, they showed Marcus Ericsson getting a pic with all the Spire Motorsports drivers.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous sky. Oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the Rockies red clouds, the bombs bursting in gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star spangled banner yet wave? Oh, the land of the free.
You know, that plane has that thing sticking out from the bottom. All right, pre-race ceremonies are wrapped up. All right, good morning, everybody. Chase fan number 9 here. Welcome to another live stream, third one of this weekend. Today, the NASCAR Cup Series will take on the Brickyard 400 at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. 160 laps, 400 miles. Stages 1 and 2 are 50 laps each, and the final stage is 60 laps. Should be a good race today. I know a few people out there probably tuned out, are probably not tuning into this race because of the racing quality, because of how the next gen cars drive. But But regardless, I hope it's a good race. I'm not asking for too much. There's still a lot of work to do on these cars, and I know that. I hope it doesn't get too crazy at the end, and we should be good. Bubba Wallace is the defending winner of this race. He's trying to become only the third driver to go back to back. The other two were the late Kyle Busch and Jimmy Johnson. Jimmy did it in 08 and 09, and Kyle Busch did it in 2015, 2016. So yeah, let's see. Bubba Wallace can go back to back, or will it be someone new? Kyle Larson, he won this race 2 years ago and was runner-up last year. Hasn't won a race this season. This will be a good time for Larson to go back to victory lane today. Tyler Reddick trying to become the second or third driver to win the Daytona 500 and Brickyard 400 in the same year. And then you have Denny Hamlin. This is the only crown jewel race he's never won. So look out for him to be strong today. Or look out for him to be a favorite today. The Chios, they just been on fire this season. I know they haven't won in like 2 races, but we'll see. But we'll see how today plays out. As you can see, we got an all-Spire Motorsports front row for the first time ever. Carson Hocevar and Daniel Suarez. Tyler Reddick starts third. Then you got Gibbs, Hamlin, McDowell. This is actually the first time all three. I don't know if they've done before. I probably missed it, but as you can see, all 3 Spire Motorsports cars are starting in the top 10. With Michael McDowell starting 6th, Corey Heim starts in 7th, Alex Bowman 8th, Allmendinger 9th, and Larson 10th. Indiana native Chase Briscoe starting 11th, Cole Custer starts 12th. Eric Jones and John Hunter Nemechek were fast in practice, so look out for them to be strong today. My boy Chase Elliott starts deep. He's starting 27th. Let's see if he can make it up through the field. Let's see if he can make his way up to the front. I hope it won't be a struggle for him. Back here, you got Casey Mears in the 62. This is his first Brickyard 400 start in 10 years, and Daniel Dye starts last. Got also Austin Cindric and Todd Gilliland back there too. Gilliland and Blaney are going head-to-head in the final race of the in-season challenge. Blaney's making his 400th Cup start today. He starts 13th. Yeah, it should be a good race today. Hello, Shahir. Welcome to the live stream.
0 for 17 when it comes to racing in the Brickyard 400. He wants it really bad. That's the guy that's got everything on the resume except this win. He would love to win the championship later this year, but I don't think this guy's ever been more confident than he is today. So he's got a great shot at it. Feels like he's motivated and ready to go. He's been going after it a long time. There are some young drivers, though, that want to check the box early. And they've got the guy starting on the pole, Carson Hocevar. He got his first career there earlier this year. So did Ty Gibbs. So did Corey Heim. They would love to deliver here today. Yeah, it feels like either a veteran or a big upset could happen this afternoon. The great unknown.
Yeah, Corey Heim is the long shot winner today.
And we are happy to be here on TNT. Let's go trackside now and give the command to fire engines.
Now to give the most famous words in all of motorsports, please welcome the president of Rev Specialty Group, Mike Brigg.
Drivers, start your engines.
Here we go.
That sound is so special, especially when you say it's race day at Indianapolis Motor Speedway.
NASCAR Cup Series Racing on TNT is brought to you by Straight Talk Wireless, an official partner of NASCAR, available at Walmart and StraightTalk.com. And by Fresh Tree. Visit us at FreshTree.com.
You can run the perfect race.
Let me have one, leading the pack on the final lap.
And then, boom. That's true in racing and life. When debt hits hard, National Debt Relief helps you take control. So you can pay less than you owe in less time than you think. When life wrecks your finances, National Debt Relief helps you back on track. Visit nationaldebtrelief.com to get started today. Plus,
How you doing? Bring it down for me, fellas. Don't just stand there, bust the movie.
Are we ready for this party?
Guests are on their way and food and drinks were just delivered.
And Alexa, what about the music? It's gotta be my new word. Play it.
I'm a mess, man. I'm not sure this is right for your niece's party. She's turning 5.
Oh, I get you.
And Wayne,
Yeah?
should we cancel the dancers?
Let's just get to the dancers.
What day would work for you?
Just not today. Alexa, you're good.
Shark Week, the greatest week in history, starts tonight at 8 on Discovery.
MLB on TVX, TV's biggest stage, where the brightest stars will shine.
Also, I'm sure y'all saw during the pre-race, it was announced that for next year's Daytona 500, Jimmy Johnson in his last start will drive none other than the 48 car in next year's Daytona 500. Or in other words, Jimmy Johnson will use the number 48 number next year under the Legacy Motor Club banner in his final Daytona 500 next year. So yeah, I thought it was going to be the 84. Then I heard it was going to be the number 13, but looks like it's set on the number 48 next year. Alex Bowman will use the 48 after the Daytona 500, and for the rest of the NASCAR season after that. What number could he use in the Daytona 500? Who knows? He might use the number 25, I guess. That's a number Hendrick has used before.
It's one of our crown jewels, one of the most historic racetracks in the world. It's the mecca of motorsports. From the moment that you walk into the garage, Indy is massive. It's a spectacle. It's amazing. You just feel the history when you drive in the tunnel there. It's very loud with transcends all the way around, gasoline alley. It's just sounds bouncing off either side. It's super cool. Every time you go in there, you just get the chills. It's a really big race, really big event. It's not a lot of places cooler than going to Indianapolis. It's definitely a truly special place.
Yeah, Corey Hyman's my dark horse pick for today. My sleeper pick.
Indianapolis Motor Speedway, it's legendary. Cars are rolling off. Qualifying happened here yesterday. Let's get to our starting grid, presented by Straight Talk Wireless. Front row, Carson, host of our third career poll. Next to his teammate Daniel Suarez, who won the Coke 600. Row 2, Tyler Reddick, second in this race 2 years ago. Rolling off next to Ty Gibbs, who won Bristol earlier this season. Row 3, Denny Hamlin. He wants that first Brickyard 400 trophy. Michael McDowell there as well. He's on the road course here in Indy. Row 4, Corey Hine, the winner earlier this season at San Diego. He's next to Alex Bowman, who was ninth in this race a year ago. Row 5, A.J. Allmendinger. He's competed the Indy 500, won on the road course in a stock car next to Kyle Larson.
who won the Brickyard 400 2024. Row 6, Indiana's own Chase Briscoe. And Cole Custer, who's fifth here, is a rookie in 2020. Row 7, Ryan Blaney, a couple of victories in 2026. And Eric Jones, who was a runner-up here in 2018. Let's hear from Marty Snyder.
Adam, believe it or not, in today's field, only 3 drivers have won the Brickyard 400 before. You mentioned Kyle Larson, the 2024 win. In fact, he finished first and second in his last 2 races here at Indianapolis. When I asked Kyle earlier this week, what's the best part about an Indy win? He said, when you win here, it's not a driver's win, it's a team win. And I have a snapshot in my head of my team kissing the brakes. I see that picture in my house. I want another one today. Probably no better place for Kyle Larson to break that 45 race winless streak than right here at the Brickyard.
Continuing the starting grid back in row 8, you have teammates Chris Busher in the Kroger Bennett Rice forward with Brad Selowski and the 5.
This is also the last NASCAR race on TNT. Next weekend will be the off weekend. It means no races will be. There will be no live streams next weekend. Just to let you all know.
Row 11, 24 William Byron in the Liberty University Chevrolet, and the number 1 Ross Chastain in the Busch Light Chevrolet. Row 12, the 20th, Christopher Bell with the green Toyota, and the 47 of Ricky Stenhouse-Jr. In row 13, the 97 of Shane Mangus Burton with Wendy Chevrolet, and the PPG Ford of Josh Berry, number 21 for the Wood Brothers. And then row 14, the number 9 of Chase Elliott with the Napa Colorado Chevrolet from Lubbock, North Carolina. The number 10 of Ty Dillon. Let's go down to Shannon for more of Christopher Bell.
Now, before this weekend began, Christopher Bell said he thought qualifying here at Indianapolis was the most important qualifying session of the year. Unfortunately for Bell, things didn't work out. Qualified 20. I did speak with Adam Stevens, and he told me the car is fast. He said we just missed it on that one lap. So today, the word is strategy. He said there's no way we're going to pass 22 cars. We have to find another opportunity to gain track position. We got to do something different and something other teams are not willing to do.
Thank you, Shannon. Back to the starting grid of row 15. Looking to defend his Brickyard 400 win from a year ago. Small also line up next to the number 38 Ford of Zane Smith. Row 16, 2 drivers making their first month appearance here at the Brickyard. We have the 20-year-old Connor Zilch next to Austin Hill out of RCR camp. Row 17, a pair of Fords. We have Bill Gregson from Front Row and Ryan Freese from RFK. Row 18, we have Austin Centric driving for Team Penske. Todd Gilden, the other half of the in-season challenge, will roll off all the way back in 18. Can he overcome it and find Ryan Blaney today in the field? Back in row 19, Cody Ware and Casey Mears. Casey will start short of number 500. It is goal for Casey. In row 20, Daniel Dye. Danielle.
Yeah, Steve, Bubba Wallace is the defending winner of the Brickyard 400. He told me last year's win was the greatest day of his life because it was his first win as a father. I spoke to his crew chief, Charles Tonight, this morning. He told me, I actually think the car we brought here this weekend is better than last year's car we won with. But after getting in the marbles and qualifying, we're starting 29th. I hope we get some yellows early so I can play around with strategy. Gain 2, 3, 5, even 10 spots. He says that's the name of the game for us all day today.
Yeah, that win was big for Charles tonight. It was the first of his career atop the pit box in the Cup Series. So we've referenced it throughout NASCAR Nation. And here as we look at the starting grid, we went from 32 drivers down to 2 in the in-season challenge. $1 million off the line today for Todd Gilliland and Ryan Blaney. Tell us all about it, Mama Smith.
Yeah, it's going to be a hot one down here. Torture, some might say. But not hotter than in the 38 car of Todd Gilliland. The Todd father is going after Ryan Blaney, trying to take down the Titan that is Penske for $1 million. Todd told us earlier how he feels like it's really theirs to lose, so we're just going to execute and keep the pressure on. Ryan and his group, they want this $1 million to go along with an all-star beer that they have already under their belt. I texted Ryan earlier. There's a NASCAR Sundays party that goes on in New York City and in Charlotte. I said, hey man, if you win, will you add to the bar tab for next week's party? He said, I'll add $1,200. So a bunch of people voted for Ryan Blaney as well as Todd Gilliland.
It'll be fun to watch these two go at it this afternoon. And now we do our race analysis.
Yeah, it's the most famous racetrack in the world. 4 corners, 2.5 miles. Today's 160 laps to get to that 400-mile mark. Stage 150, second stage 50 as well. The longer skirts, third stage at 60 laps. Fuel window about 42 laps.
And now what do we keep an eye on 400 miles today?
Fuel, and not so much on the driver. We go to some tracks where it's up the driver to save gas. Today it's about me as a crew chief. When can I get fuel in my car? How can I strategize to get in front of the next driver? Pit road is going to be more important today than ever, and we're going to try to minimize mistakes there. It's very narrow. The pit boxes are long, but it's very, very narrow. These pit stops are super fast. So you're going to be coming into your pit stall, leaving your pit stall around other cars. You got to be careful.
All right. Lights are out. Lights are out atop the pace cars. That means we are ready to get this race underway.
More than 100 years ago, and today marks the 33rd time NASCAR has taken the green flag at this place. Front row.
All right, here we go. Pace car heads to pit road. The Spire Motorsports teammates are going to lead the field off. Final race of TNT. Let's hope it's a good one. Here we go. Green flag is out. It's time to bring the action. The Brickyard 400 is underway. All right. Clean start.
Always fun. Watch him come down the back straightaway, fighting for position in the turn 3.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of late blocks, just like you see right there, down into turn 3, down into turn 1. Likely here up front, but dirty air for everybody back here. All these cars trying not to lose any momentum and present opportunities for others to pass. Keep Cole Custer fighting on the outside here. He's been on the outside for a couple of corners here. 3 wide with the 12 of Blaney.
Blaney hesitated. Now he drives down there underneath the 43. Eric Jones. Chase Briscoe coming with him in the 19.
All right, clean first lap. Eric Jones got some new colors on his car this week. He's got Ziploc as a sponsor.
Eric Jones in trouble out of the gas. Great move by Briscoe. Now he's going to come down and block Busher. Busher's going to push him all the way down the back straightaway. Trying to drag by that 43 of Jones.
See Blaney there coming into the corner. So look at him.
Everyone's jostling for position there mid-pat.
Representing each one of the finalists in the in-season challenge. Leading the way right now with $1 million as William Byron slides around Nemechek.
Making moves early for the 24. Trying to get those positions when they're available. Everybody else is figuring out this much warmer, slick racetrack.
Most of our leads the first 2 laps.
Far out, not 2 seconds over his teammate, driving away from the field. Look at that gap already in just a couple of laps. 77 is flying. Second faster. His fast lap is 1 second.
Damn, Hocevar has already opened up a 2.2 second lead over his teammate.
Hamlin and Gibbs, the teammates from JGR, 4th and 5th right now.
I think this is an automatic slam dunk for the Toyota today. Talking to Denny Hamlin this morning, he said it's not quite as much speed as they expected. And we see a lot of Chevrolets mixed into the top 10 in qualifying. This race is pretty much anybody's, whereas, most of the season, one single manufacturer has had an advantage. I think it's pretty flat today between the Toyotas and the Chevrolets. We'll have to see what the Fords can do as the race goes forward.
See the numbers for Denny Hamlin. An outstanding on the biggest stage. 7 wins and crown jewels. But never here at the Brickyard, 4th right now.
He's very close. He set some hard breaks. 2020, a flat tire, a handful of laps from the finish. So opening up that lead just a little bit. Go contact. Looks like the 54 of Ty Gibbs. just touched the ball on turn 4. Caught my eye. Yep.
The Hocevar's lead is now 2.5. It's pretty much stabilized at this point. The top 3 have remained the same.
As you go through the next series of corners, turn 2, turn 3, turn 4, the car turns better and better, being the freest in turn 4. Keep an eye on the bounce of these cars. Who's happy where? Who's comfortable and uncomfortable where?
This duo here, a couple of guys, really good road racers. Michael McDowell, great qualifying effort yesterday, is 8th. Right behind him, AJ Allmendinger is 9th. 16 has been scoring really all weekend long.
There's a couple things there. Everyone gets up ready. Everyone gets excited and pushes and tries their hardest to try to go out here and have a good solid run for their team. But also, Indianapolis it's an oval, but it really does lend itself to the tendencies of road course races. You see a lot of road course drivers come here and have a lot of success right out of the gate while trying to still figure out the mile and a half and so forth. What do you got on the 16 party?
Well, Dale, I think too, all the Indy 500 experience that AJ Allmendinger has, he loves this racetrack maybe more than anyone on the
AJ Allmendinger won running 9th. He won the road course race here 5 years ago.
And he said, in the day and age of us getting 25 minutes of practice, that 2-day test was massive for us. Clearly, that speed showing up.
Yeah, I think even more important for a team like College, which publicly they moved to Ram in their truck series or Craftsman truck series after that move has limited their Chevrolet support in the Cup side. They know that was going to happen. So not as much sim time and technology, it's just the old school track time for College, using that test to their advantage. On board now with Ryan Blaney, that HBO Max camera. Blaney.
Hello, D Nice. Welcome to the live stream.
Really, really impressive. And they're waiting for the second half to start a little bit further back currently in 12.
Hocevar's lead has stretched to 2.6 seconds.
That dominant win 2 weeks ago at Atlanta.
So right at the very beginning of the race, first couple of laps, 23 to 60. Look at that. Race going for a move. I'm not sure if Bubba was trying to defend it. See here. Yeah, a little bit of a block and just Reese making contact. And Bubba's hands full there for a minute. Yep. A little bit of a sign language. 60. I'm sure he was not happy. Let's see, here's Reese right here. All the way down low. You're going to block me. I don't know if there's contact or not.
Drivers were great here last year. We're talking about Bubba winning. Reese finished inside the top 5. 29th and 30th in the running order right now. As we ride with Bubba, the Toyota Racing on board camera.
We saw how intense the moves were on the restart, the initial start of the race. That will continue and be more aggressive with every restart after this, all the way down the racetrack. Bubba's definitely falling all the way back to 30th in the 23 car, not like he wants. They really got to the wall in practice and wonder if they got everything fixed for that car. Yeah.
Qualified on the pole yesterday.
Probably knows they didn't do a silent lap 8 thing.
What does Skechers' new Aeroburst and Skechers race car have in common? Both cut through the wind with hypersonic speed and feature Goodyear rubber for incredible grip. However, one takes a whole team, and the other you just stick in the mirror. Go fast the easy way with new Skechers Aeroburst.
Here's the turn. 2.7 seconds.
Now that's a catch. And for the Mountains.
250 reasons to choose T-Mobile. Here's a good one. America's fastest 5G network. Never switch. Here's something and the fastest 5G home. Just look at this one that's sleeping. Instead of sleeping, just have more reasons to go. 5 years with T-Mobile.
I'm down to myself. What's on this account? Heard every opinion. Read every opinion. And you're surrounded by the right people. You learn it's about more than just racing. It's about why you're racing. Who you're racing for. And when you realize that, you take control of your sport.
This is Arby's cheesesteak with 100% Angus steak and melty Cooper cheese.
Some say it's meat and cheese done right. And some people don't say anything because, frankly, it's rude to talk with your mouth full.
It's 101 where you're at. Yeah. Yeah. Thankfully, that's not the case here in California. Right now, it's 79 degrees outside where I'm at. Well, I'm obviously not outside, but it's 79 outdoor. And if you look at my weather, I don't know if you can see that. It's going to be 101 next Saturday. Funny enough. It feels like, yeah, I'm sure. If I was going to go out in 112 degree heat, I would have to wear sunscreen. If I'm going to be filming trains in that heat on days like that, I'll have to do my stuff early, because I don't want to be out there and have my camera overheat and shit.
Trade the biggest moments in racing on Kalshi. For a limited time, download the Kalshi app and use code TNT to get $10 when you trade $10. Kalshi, trade what's next. 2.4 second advantage for race leader Carson Hocevar.
Impressive opening set of laps for Hocevar. Currently has the fastest lap of the race on lap 2. I hope you're on board with Austin Dillon. I think he is definitely off the pace. So one car streak 5 and 2 is now Cedric streaks 5.
Damn, 83 degrees at midnight? Shoot. Yeah, I can only imagine how the Mojave Desert or Death Valley feel. I'm sure they feel that way at this time of year. A lot of IndyCar fans were having a meltdown over Carson Kvapil doing a partial burnout on the bricks. They did note that he unplugged his radio, so he didn't hear the heads up not to do burnouts on the bricks.
And no longer a teenager. You see how to do the starting lineup, Steve. 20-year-old. We gotta take that teenage comment out of our thought process because that's how we refer to him. Seems like forever.
Man, look at the temperature in Death Valley. It's an astronomical 107 degrees right now as we speak. Oh my. Now look at Death Valley's thing, triple digits all week, all over 110. Damn, it's gonna be 100 degrees by the time 11 o'clock at night rolls around.
Why would they save fuel this early in the race? Well, the teams know they have to add about 56 gallons over the course of the day to make 400 miles. That's the math. But if you save a little, you get that down to 55 or 54. That's less work on pit road. The gap that is too cheap.
It's 105 in Vegas right now.
We go to Pocono. We go to road courses where you can pit at will and not lose a lap. But here, even as big as Indianapolis Motor Speedway has 2.5 miles, a long, nearly 3,000-foot pit road and a much slower pit road speed than we saw decades ago, it is slowed down because of its narrowness. How narrow it is, you have to be within about 5 seconds of the leader or you'll lose a lap. So what the chief, there you go, more information, so they're all working this accordion, but right now, the number one thing is the gap from that leader of Ziegler. We have a flat leader right there to the guy back here for the finish. So right now, I would say that's the last guy that can pit. Get to up, can pit without losing a lap behind. Yes, you would lose a lap.
It's fuel management. It's gap management. I mean, it is an enormous math equation when you talk about strategy in this place.
Well, that's what Danny talked about when he said it was like 5 different aspects.
I love Denny's football analogy. He said it's staying on top of the down and distance, right? And I mean, if you're a football fan, that's what it is. You got to know exactly what play you're calling in the right situation of the game.
I'm a little embarrassed on that line.
We got a long way. It's 400 miles.
Okay, I'll work on it.
If you're going to make a mistake, make it early, Steve, okay?
Larson's running 7th right now.
Alex Bowman qualified top 10.
Pretty solid start to the race.
Yeah, of course, a big story for Alex Bowman this week. Announced that he's going to retire at the end of the 2027 season. He said he wants to go in another year because he wants to have a chance to have a strong season. But of course, they're saying that he wants to do
He's 33.
which is why he's made the decision to walk away. I did talk to him before the race started.
Alex Bowman's running 10th. And I know I haven't talked much about him all season, but Cole Custer's running good in 11th place. I sometimes wonder if Cole Custer should go back down to the O'Reilly Auto Parts or, hell, even the Truck Series. Haas Factory team can open a truck team and run a team for him down there. Yeah.
Harris on the upper left, crew chief for Alex Bowman. Season 48. Just think about all the success that Jimmy Johnson enjoyed here in Indianapolis. So cool to hear him talking about it earlier on NASCAR Nation. He was lucky to have him and Jimmy in that. To have two Brickyard 400 winners, to have Jimmy done so many times. Mr. H. Yeah.
Damn. Kosovar's lead is almost 3 seconds. Oh.
Speaking of Hendrick Motorsports, number 9 Chase Elliott and the 97 Shane Van Gisbergen getting after it.
Yeah, I've been watching Chase the last couple of laps. There's a huge gap to the next car in front of Chase Elliott, Josh Berry. So that tells me
Also, the Dillon brothers, they both have Brez Tree on their cars.
At the risk of losing positions that we just saw. Danielle, what you got on that car? What's he struggling with?
It's interesting you say that, Dale. I talked to crew chief Alan Jefferson this morning. He said our car's just been all over the place. We've never kind of didn't get it where it needs to be. The biggest challenge starting in the back, Chase likes to park it into the corner big time, and you just can't do that here. He's going to have to enter shallow into the corners, and that's just a big adjustment for Chase.
You drive these corners matter so much. When I was Jeff Gordon's crew chief, we came here.
Yeah, Verstappen finished second in today's race.
Low on every video I saw. I questioned it. Of course, Jeff knew better. We started to race.
No way. On the line we go. First off, George Russell is taking back. Out front, McLaren versus McLaren. Lando Norris versus Austin Piastri. Charles Leclerc Alcott could get to it. Lewis Hamilton trying to go around the outside. Finish Max Verstappen in P3. Can he put pressure on P2? It's Lando Norris who has the lead. Piastri climbs up to second. And they go side by side. They're racing each other once again. Lando Norris is wide. Austin Piastri is showing to take the lead.
Speaking of Brez Tree, the Dillon brothers, one of them, 3 cars on pit road.
See how far he was behind the field. He's going back on the racetrack. Obviously, a lap down. You'll see it's going earlier. These cars within 4 seconds.
Oh, wow. Logan started on Friday.
What?
Logan started school on Friday, last Friday.
Oh, look how big Hocevar's lead is. It's 2.5 seconds. Keeps fluctuating.
Carson Hocevar told owner Roger Penske earlier today in the drivers' meeting, this is my favorite racetrack, and he is delivering today. He's going to first 20 laps on TNT.
With Kelsey, you can trade on anything.
Man, tell them something dumb. Like I'm from Greece.
They look like the scene of Greece.
I'm gonna let you know a little something. This store
It's actually a club with an amazing selection of items at membership pricing. In this club, no matter what you're into, you're treated like a legend. Nice one, Alex. And when you're a member of this club, you're part of something big.
I posted a video on this.
We saw that too. The value runs deep here. And you know what? The community runs deep. Come join us. Trans Club. Cool.
The 3 for Me only at Chili's is now available with the big crispy chicken sandwich that's so big the McDonald's McCrispy has nowhere to hide. Never mind, it was hiding right there. Hey, little fella, this Chili's 3 for Me is the best $10.99 you can eat.
How did I get here? Shooting all the action, despite vision loss from wet AMD. It started when Popeyes opened up my world. I was worried when I started to lose my sight. But my doctor...
The lead has shrunken to under 1.3 seconds.
Treatment fought to block 2 causes of wet AMD. So I'm back doing what I love, knowing that Popeyes now improves vision.
Chase Elliott's pitting, making his green flag pit stop. Chase Elliott and Austin Dillon are a lap down.
Trust the #1 prescribed FDA-approved treatment for wet AMD and Relevant Conventional D. Ask your medical specialist about Popeyes.
Since the dawn of America, we've craved.
Go faster!
Is it the big machines?
Speed drinks, baby! I need more speed!
Then, in what kind of speeds?
This is killer. We should make a sport out of this. A sport?
America's been chasing faster for 250 years. We just built a sport around it.
Can't pay a visit to Indianapolis Motor Speedway without celebrating the history and tradition. Construction 1909. First race here later that year, first Indy 500, 1911.
Yeah, this was a scary part for the track when it went dormant. Look how overgrown it was. It was so at risk not to even come back at all. But as we know, the history continues.
Dawson in 94. NASCAR made their first trip. Jeff Gordon wins. And then F1 coming to IMS.
Yeah, it became at the center of complete racing. F1 joined it. You want to see in the history of racing, there's no better spot right there than the Indianapolis Motor Speedway Museum and that special Jeff Gordon exhibit. It's on display. So much history in that building.
NASCAR on TNT, presented by Straight Talk Wireless. Almost halfway home in the opening stage. We already had a few pit stops.
Yes, these I believe are scheduled. Probably the guys that are struggling the most. In a perfect world, you turn off the whole 14 gallons of one can, come down pit road, chase for efficient pit stop. This is what the leaders try to do. All of these drivers, like Ty Dillon here with the registry on board, will lose a lap to the leader. Hosebar has definitely done a nice job of extending that gap. There's probably about 6 or 7 cars that I think will pit without losing a lap. Chase Elliott was under service. I'm sorry, Dale. He was under service as well. Complaining about his right rear. He said it was just really overinflated. That car had a big balance issue, and now he's blended back in the track. And he's back on the racetrack right behind this one car. Chastain. Chastain's struggling as well. He's 5 seconds back from Riley Hurts. That tells me the one car holding up this time was 22. The 21 of Barry, who's now past Christopher Bell for 22nd position. So Chastain, one of the cars that would love to get to pit road soon to make adjustments. I'd love to see this. You know, if I start doing our tires to get past complete, there's that 5-second gap up the road that you mentioned. They allow it work for them. Allow that reasonably. I mean, look, all the short shoes in front of them. Use that clean air to run good laps, and to be honest, to get a read on your car. Obviously, the 9's not as good as they need. Give Chase a little bit of time to see what his car is doing. Now we have Chase Briscoe pitting.
From one chase to another. Driver 19, really good this summer. Got the victory at Chicagoland Speedway. We're at 90 minutes from the racetrack.
Chase Briscoe's on pit road.
Briscoe pitting at lap 26. Here he is, Marty.
Adam, he has 100 friends and family in attendance today. No race Chase Briscoe would rather win than this one. Sam, the car was just a little bit free, kind of splitting the stage 1.5. All the leaders also starting to talk about when they would come to pit. 24 to go here in stage one.
See on the right side of the screen, the 77 of Hosevar's back up to his teammate. Gave up nearly 2 seconds to Suarez over the last handful of laps. Could be same fuel, could be the balance of the 77 car swinging on the loose side, as they said earlier. So one of the cars
William Byron's in.
4-second bracket is the 24. William Byron is now coming pit road. Shannon.
He's going to come down for 4 tires as the air pressure stays a little tight in 1 and 3. Luke in 2. Pretty good in 4, guys.
Solid start to the race for Byron. He gets his service and pulls away.
So important to be able to come down pit road, get on pit road fast as you can, have a great stop, then get off the pit road down around to the exit of turn 2. There's a lot of cars on the racetrack that are held up behind a couple other cars, right? You're stuck behind them, can't make the pass. Get to pit road, have a great stop, go out, run a few laps, really, really strong. You'll leapfrog those cars as they come to pit road. Here's Ty Dillon, possibly breaking one of the rules. You're getting a little bit to the right side of that line. You're not allowed to go across those, Steve.
Absolutely right. The dotted line's in play. The solid is out of line. He crossed over and penalty to the 10. Pass through execution. We talk about execution. That's a missed opportunity. Kyle Larson now on pit road as well, Marty. Another good look at that solid line to get crossover.
And you're going to watch that William Larson on pit road, taking just a little bit more turn as the run goes on, but fairly happy with it and a little bit of progress here on the first run of the day at the Brickyard. Cars.com. Riding with Kyle Larson, you hear the conversation, get the path, get out, there he goes.
This is going to be pretty interesting. He was 5 seconds back. He's on the access road. Here's the leader who now has traffic in front. Here's Larson, bottom right. Remember, you can't go on that stall line, but the access road is slippery. It's slick. You can't get the power down. So the 77 will have a run down the backstretch. Can Larson stay on the lead lap? This traffic, I think, will
And Larson is going to stay on the lead lap. Yes, he will.
He probably could have got another second back. We talked about 5 seconds though. That's the perfect example. Larson,
Daniel died there in the 78, the red car.
One thing that'll be interesting, Larson was really quick, but stuck behind the 67 of Heim. Gibbs, a couple other cars who's still on the racetrack. As they cycle pit road, does this present an opportunity for the 5-car to leapfrog a few positions and move forward in this race?
You're at a real intersection as we see Ty Gibbs.
Ty Gibbs is coming in.
You're going to pit 4 times or more. You come right now. That's enough fuel. That's all you need to put in. You save your driver. But if you think you can somehow
Casey Mears in front of the 77.
gas tanks, you stay on the racetrack. And that's why I think we're starting to get a little bit of this split. I don't love the 77 stuck in traffic there, as you just mentioned. I feel he's losing time to drivers like the 54 who's come to pit road now.
Scheduled stop, Ty Gibbs, lap 31, Marty. Ready to go here.
At this rate, just pit Hosevar. You might. Senior's going to let him by. Thank you.
Happy with it overall, and see, it's fascinating. This is why you crew chiefs love Indianapolis, because I just heard Billy Scott tell Tyler Reddick a moment ago, we're going to be out here for 10 to 12 more laps. So this window here in stage 1 is just so wide and massive.
Yeah, so tells me he's going to run his fuel tank empty, and we'll see what he does on his pit stop, whether he only puts 1 can of gas in or whether he slows the pit stop down. Here we go. The 54 blending the next car.
So yeah, if any driver goes over that solid white line, then they'd be penalized, not the broken line. Michael McDowell and Allmendinger are in.
Today, both making pit stops. Shannon?
Michael McDowell just didn't have enough to take the pass on Kyle Larson. He's been struggling with loose overall, gets really edgy on the rear. Needs some more security, Marty.
Yep, they're looking strong today. Hopefully it lasts the whole race.
Much warmer today in Indianapolis than it's been the entire weekend.
Up here we go, race leaders coming in. As Daniel Suarez takes the lead now. Damn, Tyler Reddick was closing.
Here's the 7 of Suarez, the 45 of Reddick. Reddick and Suarez battling side all that. It's narrow on corner. Actually,
Denny Hamlin's there. William Byron's a lap down. Oh, there we go. 3 wide. Well, Suarez is going to pit anyway, so
Terrific racing on the track. Meanwhile, I think Luke Lambert started to realize, Steve, what you guys were talking about. We're losing way too much time in this
And
track.
there goes Hamlin past Reddick for a second. And here comes Daniel Suarez at pit road.
Well, you see on the right side, Suarez, that's going to be perhaps too fast, but on the left, the 77, he's on the access road. If you look at the map, the 5 of Larson has already passed him. Look at this up here, the 5 of Larson.
Larson's gotten past the 77.
Already. There is the Larson. We're going to have to go to the rear camera if we want to see the 77 leaving pit road. There you go. That bright yellow 77. So lead lost through the pit cycle by running those extra laps and getting caught in traffic and pit work. There's a lot of hands.
It's a giant game of leapfrog. Suarez getting his service, Marty. On pit road saying, I'm just in a 4-wheel slide out there and too tight on entry as well. Getting the stop done here with 17 to go in stage 1. Still plenty of leaders, though, who have yet to come to pit road.
Waiting to hear from NASCAR. That was quite an entry. He got down to speed.
Yeah, Suarez locked it up coming on the pit road.
The rest of the field to come to pit road. Pretty incredible work by Larson's team to be able to leapfrog him several positions before now. That's all great right now. It's just hard to come by on the racetrack on the green flag. But he's got to pay that fuel tax eventually down the road.
Look at this right here. We were out there, that's harder to see than you think. It looks great because the camera's up. When you get down to eye level, those down a great job getting up to speed there. To your point, Dale, about all the cars in the pit, they're 24th on the track. There's this gigantic group of cars that are going to do something different. Denny Hamlin being one of them. He has yet to pit, so he's going to probably run all the way up to gas, probably 6 or 7
past the halfway point of the stage. We're about to have 15 to go in the stage at the line here.
We'll see exactly what he does on his pit stop. But we talked all day, Adam. I said, look, there's 5 or 6 road maps on how to run this. So there's going to be certain off ramps, on ramps, and intersections. Right now, we've seen our first big off ramp. Field split. 2/3 stay on the racetrack, 1/3 come to pit road.
I said this last year, and a lot of times you got your play card that's like an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. This weekend it's like a poster card because there are so many things that go in to calling a race and ending. For now, it's Hamlin out front in the 400.
And there it was. Most great American yet. After it was like a solid process. This time we're tiptoe on the world stage. Hell no. We were born loud. Liberty is loud, baby. Something to say? Say it. Something to do? Prove it. Because in this country, in loud we trust.
What is it about the Burger King original chicken sandwich? It starts with the bite, crispy, then tender, juicy, perfectly seasoned, unmistakable. The long steak, one of one. Still hits, like it did in 1979. Originals don't change trends.
At least Safeway can come to you for free. They can come for free.
That's right. Safeway can come to you for free, so you can get your windshield fixed anywhere at no additional cost. For free mobile service, go to Safeway.com.
For the first time in over 40 years, a new option for people with motion sickness. Nereus is approved for the prevention of vomiting induced by motion in adults. In clinical studies on groups in the Atlantic and Pacific
Riley Herbst is in.
Nereus decreased vomiting by 60%.
The most common side effects of Nereus include drowsiness, headache, and fatigue. Nereus may impair your ability to drive or operate heavy machinery. Strong CIP creating for Nereus. We increase Nereus levels.
Get up.
Monitor rescue from drowsiness. Nereus has not been studied in people with liver or severe kidney problems.
The first new option in 40 years for people with motion sickness. Order Nereus today on Nereus.us and have it delivered to your door in 2 days. Nereus.
SVG's in.
Without it. Alvanda Pharmaceuticals.
Which guy? Cold and smooth survival skills.
My watch is broken.
You can tell time by measuring the sun's distance from the horizon. Looks like happy hour. And for the mountains.
Relentless, unpretentious athletes on the planet. Chase sports, chase trophies, chase each other. No guarantees, no safety. Just sheer guts, guile, and will. Defiantly unapologetic, authentic, NASCAR.
Go inside the race with the NASCAR driver cam presented by Straight Talk Wireless. Access every in-car camera with driver data, multi-view, full team audio, and more. Watch NASCAR driver cam all season long only on HBO Max. Right here, Chris Buescher at the Gulfalax onboard camera. They got a pit stop here, lap 39, scheduled service from 17, a host of others in as well.
Alex Bowman's in, Cole Custer, Ross Chastain, Chris.
Chastain back there, Connor Zillich.
Denny Hamlin's in, Reddick and Corey Heim stay out.
Let's see what Denny Hamlin does and how long. Really focus on the fuel base. He is going to have to go to 2 cans. So the choreography is going to be everything is about fuel. The rear tire change will probably run around the gas can. You might as well stand there and wait for the gas can to get done with the first can. Kyle Larson on the racetrack will easily bypass the 11 because he's going to have a much longer start. They ran on those tires starting.
See, they will wait on the fuel here for Denny Hamlin, but in their meetings this week, Denny Hamlin was very clear with Chris Hale. I don't care about points this weekend. Just put me in a position.
The 5's going to pass up the 11.
Running very long here in St.
Todd Gilliland is in. He started 36. He's in the field. He's going to have no red guys on tight on exit.
Reddick's in, Corey Heim will take the lead.
Drivers making pit stops to cycle Larson up inside the top 15 as everything continues to churn. Ryan Blaney also.
Blaney's in too.
Here's the 45, Marty. Yeah, you heard spotter Nick Payne say waiting on fuel, Steve. They're going to wait as well here on the 45. Terrific long run speed, by the way, for that Toyota.
Christopher Bell was also fast in practice yesterday, I think. Or was it Friday?
Shannon?
And you got Christopher Bell. He started 23rd on this day. He has been battling a free race car. Remember, Adam Stevens told me today was about strategy. They know they put themselves in a hole in that qualifying effort, and he's out of the way.
The lead will cycle to Kyle Larson once this thing is done.
Window to do this on 2 more stops. How do they manage the rest of the afternoon? We'll continue to watch. And we'll also watch the top 7 who are yet to make a pit stop. And just as I say that, here comes some of them. It is right behind that group.
Logano's in.
He was leading through the cycle. Joey Logano, most recent winner, coming to the pit lane as Larson flashes by. What about the 22, Shannon?
Joey Logano has had some hardcore experience at Brickyard. He's finished second twice. And those last week put him in the chase contention. He has been clean in, tight and dirty air, and the tightness at the 230.
Eric Jones is in. Leads Heim, Nemechek, Berry, and Cindric out there.
A year ago. So you look at my line, top 4 yet to make a pit stop. Larson has cycled back to the top 5, and he leads that original group that started making those pit stops under green.
Get
So the ones that are turning this thing out, they absolutely have to win. I'm the last one. Nemechek, Berry, and Cindric on the right now.
There's your top 4.
Right here.
Byron Motorsports running 7 through 9.
That's all for the position on the racetrack. The 11 of Hamlin is going to be just inside the top 10.
Oh, Larson up to second.
All the information that matters to these crew chiefs right here, right? So you look at what happens, you look at all the pit stops. The most important thing is Denny Hamlin. That slow outside is waiting for that.
Oh, crash. Larson's in the wall. Caution's out. Larson's wrecked. Corey Hines.
In the Brickyard 400.
Wow. What a turn of events. It's like a
Wow, Larson's done. Wow, that tire. Hey, Mom. The tire went down. You gotta be fucking kidding me. You know, it.
Yeah, even more than that. You're right, Dale. That's unreal. What a heartbreaker for the 5 team. I thought the best team, 16 laps, I thought the best car in practice. They were confident with their strategy. They thought they were in the best position to go win this race. And have something sort of out of your control take you out of it. And they're in a tough spot in the points as well, fading back outside of the top 6.
Yeah, showing 7th right now after the incident. When you talk about standings, Marty, this will make it 3 tough straight weeks for this 5 group with speed in the car as well. And Dale, they have just told Kyle Larson like a lap ago, start pushing the pace a little bit more so we'll know what to adjust to for our car.
Well, there goes my top pick for this race.
Think about what happened here a year ago. Trouble he had at the Indy 500 trying to qualify for that race, and the struggles that he's had ever since. You come back here and you think, man, this is where we're going to turn things around. You see the tire go out, you see the car spin around, helpless for Kyle. There's nothing he can do. What looked like maybe, might be the day where he ends the winless streak.
Yeah, that tire went. Ouch! Wow.
Thank you for the safe barrier there, taking some of that energy out as he backs that car into the wall. If you're at full speed, the travel board. NASCAR's done a lot of work to take some of the, some of the support and stiffness out of his body. You see the car absorb some of that crash energy.
Well, Ty Gibbs will be the leader now.
That would have been such a tough wreck for him physically. So I'm thankful for the advances that he's made. Just like us, we see it for the first time on the program. Same reaction here, disbelief.
Well, we were just getting ready to celebrate the way they had executed the early portion of the race. From 7th in the running order, they were going to cycle to the lead. And, Marty referenced the speed they've had with the tough summer it's been for that 5 team after they had put on the board 4 consecutive top 5 finishes.
Yeah, we saw Chicago, a couple of things in Atlanta.
Last week they were strong in North Wilkesboro, but they made that pit stop, that they had the contact, and eventually they were part of that cycle when they came in under green, the caution came out, they were caught, and just could never gain back the positions.
And then today, a long left rear tire and a huge impact. A last place finish for Kyle Larson. We were talking so much about strategy, we talk about execution, and we forget they're running nearly 200 miles an hour at the end of these straightaways. That brings it back into perspective instantly.
And then you see the highs and lows. That run of top 5s they were on, 2 consecutive in 34th, 15th last week with the issues they faced on the short track in North Carolina, and now this.
Having a conversation right there with the Goodyear Tire Tech about the air pressures that are running. Why would this issue happen? I've been exactly where Cliff Daniels is right here. It's helpless. You try to turn over every stone and look at every piece of data and give your driver not only the best car, but what you believe is a safe car to drive. Like your best friend out there, you don't want to do anything, and his mind is spinning right now on.
It baffles me how much bad luck Larson's had for these last 3 fucking weeks. Can't catch a break for shit.
What's going on? What do we think happened? Air pressure is easy, but what about toe, camber, other settings, fuel load, lap time? There's a million different data points.
The Hendrick haters got what they wanted. So basically, fuck them.
We will see if there's anybody that's kind of changed plans. I think the
Corey Heim cycled in the 4th place after that. Corey Heim will be running 4th after all the.
Reset where everybody is, following the pit stop, short run to the green and white checker flag when we return on TNT.
I'm gonna let you know a little something. There's a store that's actually a club with an amazing selection of items at never seen prices. In this club, no matter what you're into, you're treated like a legend. Nice one, Alex.
Thanks, Jason.
And when you're a member of this club, you're part of something bigger.
I posted a video on this.
I saw a video of this.
The value runs deep here. And you know what? The community runs deep. Come join us. Sam's Club. Boom. Turn up your summer with Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Twisted Tea fans love the smooth, refreshing taste of Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Made with real brewed tea and a 5% in alcohol. Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Keep it twisted.
Well, there's a lot of infection in there, Timmy. You're doing really well. Are you feeling anything? Coffee. I don't understand, but this is going
Yeah, this is like the
well.
4th rough week for Larson once again.
Coffee? Coffee. 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 What's coffee?
I can. You can't spell American without it. At the Ram Make This the Summer sales event, say I can in a Ram truck. I can tow what others won't. Power through anything. Depend on it for everything. And I can back it all up better than anybody. You can do anything this summer with a great deal at the Ram Make This the Summer sales event. Because nothing stops Ram.
Get 15% below MSRP for an average $13,300 below MSRP. Plus, no monthly payments for 90 days on the 2026 Ram 1500 Limited.
Blazing wings at a big 6 for $19.99. Careful, those babies are moving contact. Hey, you're right. It's really not that. Oh, too spicy, too spicy. Oh, big 6 meal for 2 for $19.99.
This NASCAR race.
Get the hell in, boys. We're going racing.
The cleanest, most of our girls we get through.
Live at Indianapolis Motor Speedway, it's the Brickyard 400 on TNT. Our coverage presented by Straight Talk.
Yeah, he's getting attacked on social media for his attacks on her from other people.
Adam, how's it going up there? How's the booth? Everything good up there? You need a caddy?
I got, our folks at TNT got me hooked up here. Guys, I'm over off the turn 2. This is hole 7. Actually, an awesome view of the race. You can park up here and get your lawn chairs out and kind of hang out. Now, Steve, you told me that nobody can hold the green here. I got a bet for you. How about it? You in?
If you're the guy getting the golf ball, I'm in.
Okay, I'm gonna tee off here. And if I can hold the green, you gotta sponsor my late model stock at Martinsville.
Hey, easy.
I'll put 100 in right now. I'll put 100 in.
There you go.
All right, hang on, boys.
Oh yeah, I want to see this swing. I've heard a lot about Mama's game, and now he doesn't have a microphone, so this is perfect. Let's see. You got to practice swing. You're just gonna go. He's just gonna go right in. He's up a tee box. He should be at least tee boxes back. He's gonna miss it left. That's my prediction. But as close as that face is.
Yeah, those junior clubs.
He can get the fucking balls. This race will finish before he hits that green. Keep trying.
We have Major League Baseball on the Turner Family of Networks. I'm waiting for a swing and a miss. That is a strikeout. Coming right back on TNT.
Liberty. That's my name. I tell everyone it feels great getting great coverage and savings on car insurance with Liberty Mutual. Liberty. Don't overdo it. Great coverage, great savings. Liberty.
Chase Chevrolet, red, white, and true means heavily plated accessories at no hidden costs. Limited time, 45 Silverados at their best prices of the year. 99 in Timberlake, where honesty drives the deal. Chase Chevrolet, buy into it.
Guys, how much?
When we win, burgers on me.
Burgers!
Red card ready? What'd I do? Talk to the new guy. Come on, go to the sideline. Game's over, you win.
Way to battle. Way to battle. Did it. You guys.
And Chase Chevrolet, red, white, and true means
We never charge you for work you don't need. We don't just service Chevrolets. We service all GM models.
99 in Timberlake, where honesty drives the deal.
Chase Chevrolet. Buy into it.
At Credit One Bank, we believe anything's possible.
Freezing. I might go back to the module.
But leading your team to the championship? Unlikely.
Okay, that's my personal space.
Let me check it's a supercomputer.
I found pictures of Kyle Busch and Jimmy Johnson doing burnouts directly on the yard of bricks at the start-finish line. I said, found pictures here of Jimmy Johnson and Kyle Busch in the past doing burnouts directly over the bricks.
You know, pay less for less, and it can be done. It's just less, but when you pay less and you get more.
Yeah, it's sparking a debate online, and all the IndyCar fans are having a meltdown over this stuff.
And we always offer free 5G phones for new and existing customers on America's most reliable 5G network. Straightforward, always. Finding the same.
Hello, Tom. Welcome to the live stream.
Switch to Straight Talk Wireless. And now plans starting at just $25 a month. Official partner of NASCAR.
NASCAR Cup Series Racing on TNT is brought to you by Breasttree. Visit us at breasttree.com. And by Chili's. 3 for Me is the best $10.99 you can eat. Let's go to Shannon Spade.
Yeah, Adam, here with Kyle Larson, who's checked out of the Infield Care Center. Kyle, you guys have the car, the strategy. We did hear that the team had told you to start to push it just a little bit. Is that what happened, or was it something else?
We just had a tire let go. I mean, I wouldn't say that pushing had anything to do with it. I was only going 3 tenths quicker than I had been saving fuel, so just a little bit of bad luck, I guess. Yeah, just proud of the team, though. I mean, we had 2 qualified 10th, and did what we had to do to gain the track position to get to the lead, and you executed that all really well. So still, obviously, a lot of the race left, but I felt like we were positioning ourselves within the race and within the strategy to set ourselves up well to go after a win. So, yeah, all right, but we'll get back after that.
All right, we're going to have a one-lap shootout to determine stage 1. Here we go.
They had great fortune in the cycle. We'll continue to go through all the strategies.
Here we go. 1 to go. Most of our are going to lose 3rd, now 4th.
He's trying to get run from his teammate.
Outside down the main freeway, big run coming from behind him, Byron. He's going to go low here. Look for an opportunity to go 3 wide. It's not there. Hanley grabbing a few spots back there, moving in behind Byron.
Here's the other thing to think about, stage points. There's some guys up there that really need them right now. Ty Gibbs has been great at getting them all season long.
Green and white checkered flag. Stage 1 winner, Ty Gibbs. Corey Heim doesn't get any points because he's part-time.
Denny Hamlin 6. Suarez needed points.
All the Spire cars got stage points.
Busher and Reddick complete the top 10. Ty Gibbs, good in qualifying, good in practice. Gets his 5th stage win of the campaign, and it comes in the Brickyard 400.
instead of 10.
Well, Larson has an off week to figure out what the hell they need to do with their car. Shit. And Chase, I don't know how his car's going to be the rest of the race because we're not even close to having the same speed as the 5 to, unless he pulls off some big strategy play and he gets up there. Anyways, stage 1 results: Ty Gibbs, Corey Heim, Michael McDowell, Carson Hocevar, William Byron, Denny Hamlin, Daniel Suarez, Chase Briscoe, Chris Buescher, and Tyler Reddick round out the top 10. Yeah, that one Monster Jam truck looked like a freaking unicorn. Then, of course, you had the infamous Grave Digger, too. Chase out at 26 after the.
Right now, get 4.9% APR on all 2026 Chevy Silverado HD models. Or prove to eligible Chevy owners get $3,000 total purchase allowance on a 2026 Silverado HD at Duramax Diesel engine.
I'm glad we could all play today.
They say tennis is great for remembering you can customize and save hundreds on car insurance with Liberty Mutual.
Do they, Doug?
Well, I say it. Lima, Ball. Lima, call me again? My bad. Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, Liberty, Liberty. A Chewy order is on the way for Happy, who's happy from the tip of his tongue to the end of his tail. Because Mom uses Chewy to order Purina One for a difference he can taste and she can see. For electric pets, there's Chewy with Purina One.
When I say Wendy's small plastic frosty, you say it's only $1 right now because someone said you bought it. That's like a fortune. Well, it is hard. I really use a frosty. Where's my dollar frosty? My dollar frosty right now. Wendy's small plastic frosty. Now just a buck.
NASCAR Cup Series racing on TNT is brought to you by Napa Auto Parts, Toyota, let's go places, and by Credit One Bank for what's ahead. Stage 1 complete at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. A great day for it. This is just massive. And we had Mama down there hitting golf balls, and I guess that's what you would call that.
Swinging at golf balls is what I would call it. 24 at William Byron and the 19 at Briscoe on pit road in a very lonely pit road. Shannon.
Hey guys, yeah, William Byron is going to sit for 4 tires, fuel, and air pressure. That car, Daytona 500 winner right there, looking for another crown jewel. Marty?
Jim, I think the spot that these teams were in, like Chase Briscoe's team, they did it at lap
19's in.
Felt like they didn't have a whole lot of choice. Let's come here at the end of stage 1, 2, 3 for Chase for much of that run. But it's a pretty lonely pit road overall, Steve.
Yeah, lonely pit road. These guys, but they have an idea of what they need. The crew chiefs are going to, the problem is they're not on page 1 or 2 of their plate. Look at them. They're like back there on page 5 or 6. I'm not going to say it's a lot of cars they're trying to hit, but they're definitely into their specialty play areas, hoping for a real interesting turn of events. It's a timely caution. This could look like a genius move. Todd Gilliland on pit road. They're really working on this car as he's unhappy with the handling. A couple of cars on pit road working on Hamilton. We mentioned in the first stage we were struggling with Chastain and Austin Dillon. Several cars with opportunity to work on their car and improve it. It gives up a ton of track condition, but it's necessary to go faster.
Free pass, second caution of the day goes to Ty Dillon. We're at 35 cars off the lead lap when we go green in stage 2. Gibbs, Hyde, McDowell, Hocevar, Hamlin for top 5 in the 400.
250 reasons to choose T-Mobile. Here's a good one. America's fastest 5G network. To demonstrate speed, here's someone going fast online. And the fastest 5G home network. Just look at this woman sleeping instead of sleeping. I'll even give you another reason. T-Mobile 5G home internet is delivered same day, powered by DoorDash. They just drop that sucker right off. America's fastest 5G network. It's just one of the reasons to choose T-Mobile. Plan yours.
You fought against the odds in every inch of every race with endless determination and grace. All your hard work and dedication has brought you to where you are today. Keep moving forward. Talk to your doctor about Bread Street, 3 medicines in 1 inhaler. Learn more at breadstreet.com.
The 3 for Me only at Chili's is now available with the big crispy chicken sandwich. Wait, and it still comes with bottomless chips and salsa and a bottomless drink? Oh, this fast food is not gonna like this. This Chili's 3 for Me is the best $10.99 you can eat.
You're seeing Skechers famous glide set footwear everywhere. And now that famous design is available in hands-free Skechers slippers. Get the comfort and style glide set now with the convenience of slippers with no bending down or touching your shoes. Try glide step Skechers slippers.
I've always come to work with a purpose. How can I be better today than I was yesterday? His career as a crash officer has been a joyful and content life.
Having camaraderie, a family, and a job that actually makes a difference, that's what matters.
At Farmers, honesty is our policy. We're all about transparency. We're giving it to you straight. Maryland, we own big now, but we sort of went too far. That means covered from no jargon, big words, or what you're needed to understand. Forget those readers. We don't hide behind migrants. It's finding new options, even if it's not with us. Wait, we do that. Let's keep it 100. Oh yeah, we do that. And that's why you don't have insurance. We have Farmers.
They really want us to seek justice for the citizens of this county, fight anything as possible within the law. You can go from working the streets to working the jail to the swamp. It's just so diverse.
We can be deadly shooters and catch the bad guys. For me, it's the best.
Welcome back to the Brickyard 400 presented by PPG. You're welcome. Ty Gibbs played the strategy perfectly to his stage of the season. Needed 2 laps before Carson Hocevar allowed him to jump Hocevar in the running order. A lot of different strategies in the first stage, Jamie.
Yeah, Martin, it's really hard to keep up. I think Steve's done a great job trying to explain all these different strategies. I think one thing that we need to note is that the answer changes about every 20 laps of what the right strategy is going to be. Corey Heim is the guy I've got my eye on. He's on that same strategy that Denny Hamlin's on, but hit it 14 laps later than our leader. So in a great position, the guy that won San Diego earlier this year is in a great place with the Brickyard 400 now.
Yeah, it certainly is. I'm not sure if the Jersey Helm had a chance to spice the moment for STCC. Travis McFarland, if our steering wheel is off a quarter turn, you want to fix it.
Yeah, a lot of people. Yeah, I'm seeing more debate on the whole doing burnouts on the yard of bricks thing. You know what does more wear to? Yeah, you know what does more wear to it? Drivers driving over those yard of bricks 160 times in a race. It's like calm down, people. Shit.
Well, they're not the only ones that race it.
Yeah.
You know, they have Indy, they have F1, so
Yeah, one person said that Carson Coappo would have been banned for life, or if he referred to him as an entitled prick and an asshole for doing a burnout on the
don't they realize that other motorsports race there? So it goes through wear and tear and gets damaged. So people need to just chill.
The truth is, I have some opinions, but they're just opinions. We aren't going to know until we see how it all works. But what still matters most, and what still reigns supreme in racing, is what's getting ready to happen.
You know what I'm saying?
We can do all the strategy you want, but
Does that make sense,
Yes.
Cameron?
pedal down with the 3-star, working with the spotter.
Does that make sense, Cameron?
Yes.
There's Indy, there's F1 that race there.
F1 doesn't race at Indy.
Well, you get my point, right?
Yes.
Indy races there as well.
You got to take whatever you can on these 3-stars. People in bad situations, why do you do it? You want to be in control, and right now is the
time to go take control. And now we do our Xfinity fastest lap. Our starts on the pole. He's got the quickest of the day. Amber's been good. Bubba Wallace, not a great starting position, but he too.
Yeah, they said the bricks will be fine.
That's why they have a place that they go get. They replace them as they get worn out.
In qualifying yesterday,
all three of their cars in the top 10
for the restart. You know, one thing that I glassed over, and I apologize, you know, the 5 wrecked, it took kind of my breath away. But he wrecked by blowing that time. And all of these teams, they didn't come back to pit early, just a handful did. So they might have made air pressure adjustment, only bring that up because there's a whole bunch of crew chiefs that maybe they want to make adjustments. Maybe we don't know. So maybe it's nice, maybe it isn't. But it's going to be something to keep an eye on.
We reference those guys that came down pit road. First off in that group, William Byron, 29th prior to choose. So you finish in the top 10 in the stage, you come down to get fuel, and now you pay the price coming from deep in the field. Let's see how they handle things here in our second stage of the race. Front row for the restart. A couple of really talented young drivers.
Also, he did a burnout on the section of brake that usually isn't kissed by the driver anyway. So.
Right. Simple mistake.
Anyways, here we go. Pace cars at pit road. Stage 2 is underway.
He's a big time 500 champion. He said, I want an oval win. He's up to second on the restart.
Looking about the 10th row back, chaos back. Oh, here we go. We're going to all park on the line.
Yeah.
Davidson back there for a position. Zane Smith, I believe.
Zane Smith almost close grass.
Logano to the inside of the 12. Teammate Blaney. Well, Bill said on the restart, the drivers are going to be jerks, and the aggression level is up. Bubba Wallace looking out wide. He's down low, now back to the middle of the racetrack.
It's just, these drivers, you think they're running 100 miles an hour. You can't imagine. This is 180 miles an hour. And the racetrack left here. That yellow, is that Noah Grace? Maybe yellow Willie's car. That's 4. Start the time. This is why it's so loud, because start the time down. Look at this move right here, and they keep going, and they... Wow, that was close. Josh Berry trying to get around 2 on the outside of turn 3. On Wallace. Watch this view right here. Oh, that was Josh Berry. That was into the back of Zane Smith.
Riley Hurst got a win here in the O'Reilly Series a couple of years ago. Into 35. Under attack by his Toyota teammate Eric Jones. Wallace right there with him.
20th now.
A little bit better after some adjustments. Want to talk about frustration and why strategy matters. William Byron, Briscoe, they want to run good. They want to be up front. These two are back here in an absolute dogfight for 27 and 28. They are driving their guts out, and they haven't gone anywhere on those braking tires. Like running on a treadmill, right? Doesn't matter how fast you train the speed at the end of the day.
I heard rumors of one of those treadmills.
Standing in the same spot.
And up front, you see the gap on the left side give to almost 2 seconds. This stage, remember, 50 laps. Rinse and repeat what you saw that first stage. We're going to see a wave of cars get about 30 laps into the stage. Some, they'll trickle in at different times. The guys that need a little bit more fuel, like Rosenbaugh was just on pit road lap 32, right? So he's going to have to fill a little early.
Ty Gibbs has opened up a 2-second lead with 1.8 up there on the thing.
Second place, Cal, 9. Rosenbaugh, see that gap right there? We saw the same thing from Rosenbaugh at the start of the race. Not getting to get out there and try to manage that gap very comfortably while the rest of the field's trying to decide on how much fuel they want to try to save, how hard they might want to push.
Can they take position away by chance from the driver who's sleeping behind the wheel trying to save gas? That's what I love. You know, for multitasking, right? When you have a little distracted, you have the task at hand by focusing on something else. Spire just has to be ecstatic with the weekend they had so far. I know that the 7th was all back in 10, but all 3 cars in the top 10 closed out the front row. Dow currently second, most of our fourth. Dan Towers, Cambridge group based here in Indianapolis. Owner Jeff Dixon, Indianapolis guy, so I know the Speedway is very important.
Nine's got a tire down.
Another flat tire. I really was glad to be.
His teammate Kyle Larson brought out the first caution of the day, and the 9 looking around.
See what happens. 47 to his outside. 9 comes up.
Yep.
Barely contact there.
47. It wasn't clear.
The 47 was still there. The 47 comes down. Hard to tell from that angle. It's incredible because these, the 5 and the 9, Larson, Chase Elliott, both of them were in pretty tight spot there, quick-wise, coming into this race.
And Chase us. I know Chase Elliott's not red hot now, but in terms of getting good results, it's just been a rough few weeks for him too.
Is in, Gabrielle.
Chase Elliott hit the ball, Adam. That's forcing iron goes down. He's going to try to steal. Allen said, bring it in. The big change of totally. You see him diagnosing over there, looking at the wheel on the right front.
Yeah, that will take him out of contention. Maybe a little repair, but once you have multiple accidents, to your point, Dale, points are lost. There's really no opportunity at this point. It didn't score any of those stage points. So, you get a 1 point game for Chase Elliott.
It's a Stenhouse here. I want to take your attention to the pylon. Joey Logano up to 12. Right behind him, Ryan.
Some people are making wild claims saying that Carson Kvapil should be tried in court for doing a burnout over the brakes. Like, what the fuck? Yeah, people are losing their. Some people have already added Carson to their hate list already. What the fuck? Pretty soon they're gonna have Carson Kvapil derangement syndrome before they know it.
How much are there? 5?
No, there's a handful. They're mostly from IndyCar fans. Yeah, they're just making people. They're just trying to find ways to make other people antagonize them.
So be quiet now.
Yeah. Speaking of IndyCar, there's several. I've seen some more IndyCar drivers there, like Tony Kanaan and Scott Dixon at the track. Some of them probably want to try their hand at NASCAR someday, even if it's one.
Good deal.
It's the best meat. It's only available at Arby's. We have the meat.
Xfinity wants their customers online even faster. So now they're offering same-day Wi-Fi delivery.
Yeah, Jamie Mack, Ty Dillon, they also did burnouts on the bricks too.
Easier than a pit stop.
Speed bumps.
They're more of a suggestion.
3-point turns.
I'm a 2-point kind of guy.
Good. Most people panic on that one.
Yeah, I seriously hope the winner today, whoever it is, does a burnout on the bricks. Just because.
Same-day Wi-Fi delivered NASCAR fast. Pushgun, golden scoops from Island Scoops. You don't have a fish hook. Try a beer tap.
Hello, Connor. Welcome to the live stream.
Now that's a catch. And for the mountains.
Pay less, and you pay less and you get more. That's the tough part.
Yep. There goes Chase Elliott to the garage.
Welcome to the thing.
And our bad luck is just bad luck. Holy shit.
I'm Liberty Liberty, and I'm here to tell everyone it feels great getting great coverage and savings on car insurance with Liberty Mutual. What was that? Great coverage, great savings.
What the?
It's a yellow fluffy ball with a Liberty cap on.
So Mom uses Chewy dentist food and tick meds at a great price, delivered fast, right to their door. For quality meds, for life with pets, there's Chewy.
It's no wax everywhere. What do you think is going on? These statements are going to end up being hailed.
The Librarians, the next chapter premieres next Sunday at 8 Central on TNT. Stay tuned for an exclusive sneak peek. 16 laps in, stage 2 of the Brickyard 400. Ty Gibbs is the race leader. Now to Marty Snyder.
Out front and in the wind because they have told him, do not worry about fuel at all. Build as big of a gap as you can for Ty Gibbs. I'm telling you that. So, Steve, we kind of have an A strategy and a B strategy. Ty Gibbs pitted a lap 30 for the only stop of the day so far. So they'll bring them to pit road soon if they wanted to make it a 4-stop race. Meanwhile, Carson Hocevar pitted at lap 32 in stage 1. Great call for Luke Lambert is that he would like to jump to this strategy that Corey Hine, Denny Hamlin, and Tyler Reddick are playing and trying to go as far as he can on this one to get to lap 80-ish. Luke Lambert told me we can't go that far, but we can come close. So is that just part of the chess match here, Steve, trying to decide which strategy do I want my driver on?
It's absolutely part of the chess match. The concern is jumping strategies is very difficult because you're late to the party. Like a guy that's been planning it all day, he's kind of on his strategy. So if Luke Lambert, who's a crew chief for Carson Hocevar, wants to jump, like he can't get the lap, maybe very simply what you need to know as a trainer is he's at a disadvantage. So if that's the winning strategy, you're going to be so excited that they decided to get on it. But they got too many of a disadvantage to overcome it. Only time will tell. Time is leading what I would call strategy B, running third because he's on pit road when the caution came out. A lot of racing in front of us. But what I love to hear was the defending quarterback his nail, run and run hard. I love to just run that pace. Make everybody else push.
Second place right now, Michael McDowell.
That's right, and he is on that same strategy as the guy that he is chasing. Ty Gibbs. Michael McDowell has been very patient in this race. When it first started, he was trying to crack the top 5, chasing down Kyle Larson. Decided to just ride the race and save his stuff. You mentioned, Adam, the rings that he has, winning here on the road course and, of course, the Daytona 500. He didn't want to see the road course go and understands the prestige of this place on the oval, however, and has said if you have a car that is great and fast, you better take advantage of it. He's doing just that.
This place is so sensitive. When you talk about the strategy, the
At least Spire Motorsports is still in contention. Man, McDowell's been in second for a long time. If y'all thinking about choosing Larson, for anyone who hasn't voted yet, it's not worth it. You can pick everyone. Hello, Trackside Allen. Welcome to the live stream. I'm doing fine today. Just taking it easy. Nothing too special is going on. Yeah, I'm starting to notice it too. I haven't caught any of them yet, but
Watching him celebrate on that aircraft carrier in San Diego after getting his first career win and his 13th start, he announces to everyone it's high time, and just his ability to adapt to these race cars because he comes back a couple of weeks later.
I'll be lucky if I even catch one tomorrow.
And here he is running third, Marty, in the Brickyard 400. And his going in Georgia has just been so impressive. And I had a nice long chat with Corey earlier today. I said, what have you learned about the Cup Series? He said, man, the aggressiveness is way more than anything I've seen. And Daly said he keeps telling himself, on restarts, either I put someone 3 wide or they'll put me.
Yeah, it caught a lot of people off guard.
Absolutely, that is the Cup Series today. You're in the bottom windshield, and if you don't make the move, somebody's going to make it for you, and it's more important today than any other race. So these restarts, that's when you're going to have the best opportunity to take positions away. And sometimes you hate to do that to your fellow race car driver. You hate to put them 3 wide, you hate to put them in bad spots, but you have to do it if you're going to be successful here.
Celebrate Legacy Motor Club. 42 John Hunter Nemechek inside the top 15. 14th in front of Christopher Bell right now, Danielle.
Yeah, he's got Bill stalking him at him, but a really nice run. He's picked up 3 positions since the start of the race. He was second fastest in practice. I asked John Hunter, how is Legacy showing up with 2 cars inside the top 5 at practice? He said, we're going to make up ground today. I don't know if it's me and Eric and how we can navigate this place, our car builds, our setups, but I think it translates from Pocono and as a company, we're very good.
Daniel Suarez is pitting. We'll split the stage here.
Stage 2, so the 7 of Daniel Suarez peel off on the pit lane.
Yeah, real quick on this 42 John Hunter Nemechek. I think last year there was a little bit of start issue from getting that wall qualifying, but first qualifying effort this year didn't want to make the same mistake, and that kind of got behind. But doing a nice job of covering you mentioned before. Here he is on pit road. Focus on exactly how long this pit stop is, Marty, whether they went on through or not.
Starting to see the groups kind of split here. Daniel Suarez coming down pit road. Car still in a little bit of a slide. You heard the radio transmission a moment ago. Going to wait on fuel here with 27 to go in stage 2. Question is, Steve, what does this pit stop tell you will be open for everybody?
Michael McDowell's pitting.
I think it's the same thing, you know, for playing poker, they showed 1 card, 5 or 7 card names. They just haven't showed you their entire hand yet. Now we see the 71, another Spider Chevrolet on pit road. 71 will come down here. I'm sure it'll be 4 tires, Shannon. It sounds like waiting on fuel.
That's exactly right. You guys heard it on the radio. Wait on the stop a little bit longer for Michael McDowell, who is running second. Great run for him today. He was fighting Luke overall earlier in the race, and that car is fast.
Michael comes down. That cycles high to second. Jose Martinez third.
And after it's a Goodyear tire fall off. Remember, that's how the 5 ended up with a lead. So,
Leader's coming in. Ty Gibbs is in. Corey Heim will take the lead.
Halfway through stage 2, the race leader says the time is now for my green flag pit stop. Corey Heim now takes over the race lead. 54 coming down for service. Here he is, Marty. Boy, once Ty Gibbs got the lead, he was quick in that 54 team. Was a little bit too free.
I did not have Ty Gibbs in my cards to be dominant today. I don't think I picked him. But shoot, this guy sure can drive, that's for sure. Get that car filled with gas. Corey Heim is just coming by the start-finish line.
Making sure they are all set to go out and execute today because it's so key.
You never know who the all-star is going to be that jumps out of your team. That was potentially bad. 54, great job. And look at when it pays off, right? Easily blends and stays on the lead lap.
Well, with the gap he had coming on pit road, he was easily going to take. He was easily going to be ahead of the 67.
there. That is super uncomfortable. That could easily get away from you. He was the entire speed of the pit stop. Well done. Now I would tell the guy behind him, you're like, work with me a little bit. He's letting it a little bit easier. Don't quite toss it.
Talking about Corey Hine. Leads a bunch of laps at Texas earlier this year. The win at San Diego, the top 10 at Chicago, and then on point in the Brickyard 400. Special moment for this kid from Georgia that will be full-time next year for 2311.
He's got to drop the hammer a little bit as he drives away from Kosovar. Right behind Corey Honda, the 71. McDowell trying to get himself back on the lead lap after having to come to pit road to get his stop done.
Last pit stop for Hine. When he was on pit road, a caution came up for Larson at lap 44. When you go back to Hamlet, who had made his scheduled stop in that first stage at lap 40, Marty talked about Kosovar and how they're playing the game. He put the 32 and either shifting their strategy. We'll continue to keep an eye on them, and they'll make their stop here in stage 2. For now, the top 5, Hine, Kosovar, Hamlet, Busher, and Reddick. It's the Brickyard 400 on TNT.
From the moment you took your first breath, there's something to do. Boy, you ever full form, sweat, mind, got up and down, back, forth, over and over again. You'll never find time to enjoy it all. COPD, doctor's doctor. You can't flat on your own. Breastfeed's 3 medicines in one inhaler with better breathing starting within 5 minutes. It helps prevent falls. Breastfeed is a COPD treatment that works as hard as you do. Breastfeed won't replace rescue inhaler for sensitive kids problems. See your doctor if you have a heart condition or high blood pressure before taking it. Don't take Breastfeed more than prescribed. Breastfeed may increase risk of thrush, pneumonia, and osteoporosis.
Gibbs is 47 seconds behind the leader.
Problems urinating, vision changes, or IV occur. Can't afford your medication? AstraZeneca may be able to help. Ready to take back your breath. Now approved for the maintenance treatment of asthma. Ask your doctor about breast.
The 3 for me only at Chili's just got crispier with the big crispy chicken sandwich that's way bigger than McDonald's McCrispy. Huh, Chili's is out here dominating fast food again? Yeah, that's right. This Chili's 3 for me is the best $10.99 you can eat.
250 reasons to choose T-Mobile. Here's a good one. America's fastest 5G network. To hit a straight speed, there's someone going fast for a mile. And the fastest 5G home network. Just look at this woman sleeping instead of sleeping. All you do for home is T-Mobile 5G home internet is delivered same day, powered by DoorDash. They just drum that sucker right off. America's fastest 5G network is just one of the reasons to choose T-Mobile. Find yours.
With hands-free glide steps Skechers slippers, you can actually see the comfort. Watch, just stepping with no bending down, then with each step you can
Connor Zillish just pitting.
plus an explosive takeoff. Let glide steps propel you forward. Try glide steps Skechers slippers.
The contenders for the chase in the NASCAR O'Reilly Auto Parts Series. Here we go. Just 2 races left to make their move. Every turn could be the difference between a shot at a title.
Well, we don't go to church.
Yeah, I'll get one.
The NASCAR O'Reilly Auto Parts Series, Saturday, August 8th, qualifying at 12.
Understand how Chase Elliott wasn't clear of the 47. All the Chase Elliott fans are having a meltdown.
On TNT, back live in the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. It's the Brickyard 400. Our coverage presented by Straight Talk Wireless.
Drivers are slowly pitting one by one.
Michael McDowell right behind him, trying to get back on the lead lap.
Michael McDowell's a lap down.
Second place, Carson Hocevar.
Last week, almost drives him down the pit road, yeah. He's going to be chasing him. Pretty conservative.
17's coming in.
Which I like, not speedy, but on the conservative side.
And Chris Busher coming behind him will ride with him here. They got
Saw
really
a
good
plastic
in the
bag
17 cam.
there off to the side of the pit road. Yeah, that's not going to be a debris caution. That will blow.
Carson posts along here with Ace in the 77. Also especially really lines up to this other strategy. He's really like my balance is listening and one and the twos. He's going to look to Jarius Moorhead, the tire carrier, who is going to pull Carson out of the stall when they are ready fuel-wise. They see Jarius on the car, and he's waiting on the
Look at that fuel can is 110 pounds. Then they talk about, see how there's those broken lines right there when they come off that access road. Like, yeah, if you cross over the solid line, that's a penalty.
Right here, he'd like to get his lap back as soon as he can, just in case we get any time to go. They jump out front of his teammate Michael McDowell, who has also scored one lap down. Suarez in that mix as well. Yeah, Michael, they've got to look up here behind Corey Hines. 77 is going to push hard as he can and try to jump in front of the 67.
Denny Hamlin's coming in.
Denny Hamlin back there coming to pit road.
Corey Heim, just let the 77 go.
Left-hand side of the 11, as you mentioned, on pit road. I believe this driver and team has been very calmly executing their plans today. I think this Austin Martin plan was very reserved and conservative on the racetrack. Now it's time for the pit crew to kind of do their part. He told us in the pre-race, Marty, all the way down in pit stall 2 by plan. Yeah, what did he keep repeating in the pre-race show earlier today? It's all about just trusting the process, trusting what Chris Carroll is doing. Second stop in there for Denny Hamlin sets him up to do it on one more stop today. He's going to tire this run, but he was in traffic a little bit longer. Get up for second fuel will not. It's full. There's the nod. Denny Hamlin heads back out on the racetrack.
Ty Gibbs is going to pass him.
So that shows you what coming early does for Ty Gibbs. He's going to easily have a lead. I mean, look, it's going to be a mile away. And the question is, Denny, who does he land in front of? I think he beats the 77, 71. Look at how Hines blocking. Look, Martin, I'm allowed to get the pass. Denny's going to go by both of these cars, the 71, 77. They're in this exchange. So basically, he's going to cycle to second. I mean, when everything began, Denny Hamlin was fifth. But by jumping in front of this group and Hines having to pit, that will put Hamlin second behind his teammate Ty Gibbs, I think, when everything cycles through. And there's 2 or 3 laps for the 77 trapped behind Hines. That's the difference that allowed Denny to go ahead and cycle in front. Those positions are race-winning positions all day long in this race. You can't give up even one spot on the racetrack. And let's not forget the history between these 2 drivers right here. They do not like one another. They will tell you they do not. They've been into each other in truck races, in cup races. This was back on the right-hand side, back out in Indianapolis, Coronado. That was Hines off the front. Hines was a 77 opposing car that got spun around, ending the chance of the 77 winning. That was just a rewind feud that has been lighting for years. And now here they are, and it's really jumped out. When I saw Hines make that aggressive block, I thought, really aggressive. I wonder if it's because of the guy that's behind. Maybe he's happy. That's the guy he's holding up. That's the guy's day he wants to ruin. And look at the distance to allow Hamlin to drive away. This battle continues. I'm out of position. Certainly something that could affect him. Look at Denny driving away up towards back over the 64 car. Luke Lambert at some point. And there's nothing you can do. You already made the pit stop. You're just waiting for the 67.
No, just walk down the refrigerator.
Watch him do it.
I don't think I need to push Hocevar. I'd be afraid of a mistake, being frustrated. I'd probably flip to the other side. As much as I want him to go by, I'm more concerned with a mistake or an overdrive. Here comes Alex Bowman for his scheduled service here.
Start of the day 8, Alex Bowman just saying he feels stuck out there on the racetrack. Probably can't find any clean air. Austin struggling in turn 1 at 48.
For the latter stages of stage 2, AJ Allmendinger getting service, Robert in, Riley Hurts.
Down the backstretch last time, Hines made it to the inside. Just went ahead about midway down the back straight. Let's see if you're going by, you're going on the outside.
For the bubble.
And And this has got to be super frustrating for Osamar.
You put on that kid plate down. Did you see or no?
You know, it's kind of hard when you bite down on it.
Oh.
Is there something up, Mom?
No. It's still good, right?
Yeah. I didn't spill anything there. So, someone's coming in. Reddick's in. To move Logano up to second.
If you want to live it brightly some more.
Friday, Steve was actually lost. I feel like I never raced here before. But he told me this guy, I can already tell way better. What a move on that 23 levy proved it behind the jack move for him. Said what it proved. Was closer to neutral for that roll of Tyler Reddick. Reddick was 7 when the green flag cycle began. This is fun to watch these two teammates.
Denny Hamlin's closing on the 54.
Some might try to stretch it. There's some guys back that might try to stretch it, but if they can't make it, this will be for the Speedway. I don't want to make it an emphatic statement yet, because there may be some gambling on fuel, but this right here is telling the story. Both coming up the pit road.
Penske teammates are coming in, same with Christopher Bell.
Joey Logano, most recent winner, saying that the car is close, tightened up just a little bit. In fact, they are going to go back on a right front air adjustment that they made on the previous stop party.
The team Penske brigade coming down to the floor of the boss man. Going stage 2. Brian Hayes and handling much better on that run in the turn. Stayed with them the entire run. Next lap, Corey Hine will be going to pit road. Race leader going to give up the top spot, get his scheduled service. He was the driver that ran the longest in stage 1, benefited from that caution. We continue to keep an eye on Ty Gibbs and Denny Hamlin, who have cycled the 12th and 13th on track. But all those cars out in front of them still need to make a pit stop.
Mm-hmm.
We start talking about the in-season challenge and seeing. You look at where Tom Nolan is. He's got that money chipped in there. Right now, he leads that battle after Blaney has made the stop, and we'll see what Gillen and his team do as we wrap the stage.
Whoa! Do you see what Hocevar did? He was about to follow Corey Hine the pit road in, and he just back. John Nemechek is the leader now.
You gotta wonder, was that just a shot at his rival? Or was that him trying to fix the crap? 60 seconds as he gave hit right there out to the Hamlin jersey. Late run turn. That's the only complaint we've been able to run long all day long. 60 seconds. John Hunter Nemechek in the race lead. Very centering Briscoe Crease. The top 5, how do they manage?
Comes Ty Gibbs in the left.
It was entertaining. 67 feet of pit road.
Look at this. Watch. Watch.
Hell no. We were born last. Liberty is loud, baby. Something to say? Something to prove? Prove it. Because in this country, you're loud and trust.
For the first time in over 40 years, a new option for people with motion sickness. Nereus is approved for the prevention of vomiting induced by motion in adults. In clinical studies on boats in the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans, Nereus decreased vomiting by 60%.
The most common side effects of Nereus include drowsiness, headache, and fatigue. Nereus may impair your
21 and 2 are pitting.
heavy machinery. Strong CYP3A4 inhibitors may increase Nereus levels and the risk of side effects. Monitor breastfed infants for drowsiness. Nereus has not been studied in people with liver or severe kidney problems.
The first new option in
Gibbs and Hamlin are 5th and 6. Corey Heim is 7th.
Nereus today on Nereus.us and have it delivered to your door in 2 days. Nereus, don't travel without it. Vanda Pharmaceuticals.
I'm gonna let you know a little something. This store is actually a club with an amazing selection of items at membership pricing. In this club, no matter what you're into, you're treated like a legend. Nice one, Alex.
Bush goes in. Ryan Priest will take the lead.
The value runs deep here. And you know what? The community runs deep. Come join us. Sam's Club.
Boom. A place that runs through was untouchable. We touched it anyway. This dual horsepower sticks just the very fiber of your racing favorites. Our signature fragrance.
I think so.
Dog wrestlers that can count just 78 years of Hellcat. A guy named Dale.
Yeah, well, Riley Herbson.
The official uniform of the most epic fan base in the world. NASCAR shop. It's yours.
I love doing prep work for the Brickyard 400 because you're reminded of all the great moments. George getting it done here, first race in 94. 30 years ago, we kissed the bricks for the first time.
Yeah, DJ Boutique, Todd Barrett, Tony Stewart, yeah.
Indiana guy, climbing the fence at 05.
Jimmy Johnson on an incredible run. 2 in a row, both wins here.
Neil, James Murray, our pal.
Big win for him and his team. Last year, yeah, your call, you said it, the Brickyard belonged to Bubba. What a call. We've heard it all week long, man. It was made.
Oh, crash. Daniel Dye.
Caution late stage 1, caution late stage 2, 78 Daniel Dye.
4 to go. This might be late enough that this could potentially end the stage. I'm not sure you can gather the field, open pit road, and restart the race. We'll see what NASCAR has to say. See what happens there. He's already spun around. And this looks like another left rear tire. You see it's off the wheel. Great call, yep. Too bad for Daniel, you know, just a passenger at that point. Yeah.
Entering turn 3, one of the best parts of the racetrack. You don't want to blow that tire there. How would you, Steve? I mean, it was close, right? But we had the one-lap shootout to end that opening stage. But here, getting the caution with 4 to go as Dye climbs out. Good to see.
Yeah, this caution might end the stage.
See, a little bit of concern in front of the field. Chastain and Gilliland last on pit road in the mid-50s. I don't believe they were going to stay on the racetrack under green. I think they were just trying to get really close to the stage end to pit. They have to be pretty close on their fuel as we close in, you know, when we completing lap 97. So it doesn't burn a lot of gas going around under yellow, but you're also not going very fast. So if you run out of gas, you're going to need to get assistance back.
Caution late in the stage. For now, it's Chastain, Gilliland, Gibbs, Hamlin, and Heim, the top 5. You're watching NASCAR on TNT for Indy.
Chevy drivers across America will do a lot in the next 5 years. But one thing they won't do is pay interest on their new Chevy. Right now, get 0% financing for 5 years on all 2026 Silverado 1500 models. With no payments for 90 days. Because you earned this summer. Now it's time to go get it.
America, put down the burgers and pick up Arby's cheesesteak with 100% Angus steak and melty Cooper cheese. It's the best cheese. It's the best meat. It's only available at Arby's. We have the meat.
In the U.S., there's a break-in every 26 seconds. Simply Safe does more than just alert. We stop crime before it starts.
Stop. This is Simply Safe. You're being monitored and recorded. I'm requesting police dispatch.
Using AI alerts, U.S.-based live agents help deter break-ins. Simply Safe. No long-term contracts. Monitoring and deterrence plans starting around $1 a day.
Bush guy, cold and smooth survival skills. My watch is broken. You can tell time by measuring the sun's distance from the horizon. Looks like happy hour. Head for the mountains.
There it is, Indianapolis Motor Speedway, hosting the Brickyard 400 and closing on the end of stage 2 under caution for the third time today. Had one in stage 1 for Kyle Larson. Had the caution at the end of the stage, and now this one for Daniel Dye. And this is going to end.
There's the Indianapolis
second stage.
dirt track with a bull ring, as it's called.
Like a little halftime break, even though it's the end of stage 2, you go to concessions, get a little hydration. It's a little warm day here. You've got a couple of cars up front, that are going to win this stage or finish well on the stage that have been on pit road multiple times today, working on their cars. And we understand everybody's trying to run.
Between UP and BNSF, I feel like BNSF has more rare stuff than UP nowadays.
They're going to sprinkle themselves, if not in the front of the field, but throughout the field at some point. Somebody's going to do something. Somebody's going to have a strategy where they're on pit road a lot, working on the race car, somehow luck into it, yellow like this, and really throw a bunch of wrench into some of the strategies like gear, hammer, so you continue to running.
One guy that benefits here, Ryan Priest, they were 29th before the cycle. And as everything goes through, they make their pit stop. He's 7th. Each stage once, he's going to get some. On the outside, looking in. Yellow flag is out in Indy. We'll do the green and white checkered flag when we return.
Some things have a way of lighting up our world. Words. Moments. People. The things that give us hope. And if you have early Alzheimer's disease, Kasema is here. It ends annual treatment for early symptomatic Alzheimer's disease, proven to slow the progression of the disease. Kasema can cause amyloid-related imaging abnormalities, or ARIA, which is temporary bleeding and/or swelling in the brain. Your doctor may test for a gene that raises its risk. ARIA doesn't usually cause symptoms, but can be serious. Symptoms may include headache, confusion, dizziness, vision changes, nausea, difficulty walking, or seizures.
The girl is away now.
You can take medications to reduce blood clots.
Pretty much done with it.
Just toss them all. Make sure there's no spoon or fork there.
Reactions can occur. These
Just toss it all.
Call your doctor right away. You experience any side effects. There's a light within us all. Visit Kasema.com to learn about evaluation and testing to see if Kasema may be right for you.
Hey, taste this to your ex and see what they say. Buffalo Wild Wings Big Six for $19.99 is the perfect meal for two. Your choice of 2 entrees, 2 sides, and 2 drinks. Congrats on your rekindled love. Big Six meal for 2 for $19.99.
I saved enough to take my mom on a cruise.
Okay, you could use my plate over there if you're going to do cookies. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
You could just dump the plate you have and just use it to capture your crumbs, Instead of using a napkin again, because we had a napkin earlier, right?
Yeah.
But we throw all those napkins away. You might want to put a root beer or the other soda in the fridge to have a cold one. You follow?
Yes.
Why don't you do that then, man? put one or two loopers in there.
AAA Insurance.
For whatever life throws at you, get coverage confidence with AAA Insurance.
NASCAR Cup Series racing on TNT is brought to you by Credit One Bank for what's ahead. And by Straight Talk Wireless, an official partner of NASCAR. Available at Walmart and straighttalk.com. Look at that top five. We're back in stage 2.
Hey, Ross Chastain, we talk a lot about the gear that they're currently having. And this is not going to help them in the run to win the Brickyard. He's going to have to pit, lose the track position. But what can you do on days that haven't gone your way? He came in 83 points, which seems like a mile behind. But Hamlin's proved that if you get super hot, you can make them up. 10 stage points is a real chunk, especially when you look at those drivers around the cut line. Logano, Cindric, Jones, Reese, Keselowski. Not a ton of stage points. Those guys run more in the peripheral. So when you talk about winning the stage, which we're hoping they can do if they can take it back on fuel, that's a big kind of jump in the points. That's 10 positions at the end of the race.
Yeah, you just don't know how that top stage's going to shake out.
We've seen them all there, haven't we? We've seen the green runs. Casey Kane, I think we had, somewhere between 1 and 30 overtimes. You never knew you could chase Sunset in the Midwest in the summer, but we did. In this race, you never know how it's going to finish.
BR Racing on-board camera with Tom Gilliam. Going to finish second in the stage right in front of him. His teammate Noah Gregson going to get the free pass here. That'll put 33 cars on the lead lap as we begin the final stage at Indy.
All right. Second stage is going to end right here under yellow. And it's going to go to Ross Chastain. After the season they've had, yeah, they definitely need these stage points.
Great points day for Ty Gibbs, who wins the opening stage third here. Hamlin and Heim complete the top 5, and Hocevar up there giving stage points. And I referenced Ryan Preece gets 4 points here. Came in.
Okay, Eric Jones gets 2 points. All right.
That pit stop coming in at lap 96. We'll see if the 60 can make a run at it. They were top 5 here a year ago. As we wrap the stage.
All right. Stage 1, stage 2 results are Ross Chastain, Todd Gilliland, Ty Gibbs, Denny Hamlin, Corey Heim, Carson Hocevar, Ryan Preece, Michael McDowell, Eric Jones, and rounding out the top 10 is Daniel Suarez. They Inspire Motorsports. All 3 of their cars get points in both stages.
Actually have a number on them. This one you can see it's like 2116, so it's stamped, so that's authentic. And then there's this other larger piece that was paved, we think was paved over, and then when they ripped up all the asphalt and everything, they kind of threw it in this creek over here. So as you're golfing and working on your swing and trying to find your ball like I am in the creek, you never know.
Some people are saying that Rutledge Woods was better. His segment.
I've seen it from a distance.
He's moved on.
But my man Dale Jr., you roll the pants up, right? Yeah. There. So I heard a legend.
That's some people, okay?
They pulled up this racetrack and are all in that creek. They rolled them out there in the bed of these trucks and dumped them into the creek. Some of them are here on the front on the yard of bricks, but a lot of them ended up back there. And you can, I promise you, I found one myself. All the broken up bricks are near the top. All of the full bricks have sunken. They've been in that sediment in that creek for 80 years or more, and they settled 2 to 3 feet low in that sediment. So if you dig down deep into that creek, you will find yourself a full, authentic, 100-and-something-year-old brick that was the surface of this racetrack for several years. You hear that, Mama? You're from the Northeast. You've been clamming before. We got to get those clam bricks out. Get down to that sediment for the full brick.
That is not what my part of the Northeast does. We're maple syrup, Steve.
Oh, yeah, you're Vermont. You're Vermont. I forget. I'm the coast. You're Vermont.
I'd say
All right. Pit road is open.
Just enjoy the clip.
As expected, the one at Chastain, Gilliland to pit road. Most of the leaders stay on the racetrack.
Oh, this social media crap. Who cares?
Steve said it at the end of stage 1. Pit road can be a lonely place in one of these strategy races. It's pretty incredible.
We've got 2 stage breaks and under the stage caution.
Oh, I'm listening to them like they post something.
Okay, Ty Gibbs will retake the lead now.
All these other teams adhering to their strategy on the racetrack.
AJ Allmendinger was also there. Ty Dillon making a stop, but all cycles back to Ty Gibbs. Lead the Brickyard 400 as we get set for the final stage. He's up there with Hamlin, Hine, Hocevar, and Priest. We're coming back on TNT.
At Credit One Bank, we believe anything's possible.
It's freezing. I'm not going back to the marshal.
Leading your team to the championship? Unlikely.
Okay, that's my personal space.
Landing a check me against a supercomputer. I won. You can try.
I won.
The award goes to Greg.
Some things are out of reach.
No one's going to believe this. I got this.
But a card with access to exceptional benefits isn't one of them. Welcome to the Credit One Bank American Express Suite. Credit One Bank for what's ahead.
I've doubted myself more times than I can count. Heard every opinion. Read every headline. But when you're surrounded by the right people, you learn it's about more than just racing. It's about why you're racing. Who you're racing for. And when you realize that, you take control of your sport.
Morning, Pete. Coffee's on and your Uber's on its way.
Alexa, I've been thinking, maybe I should just go by Peter now?
Peter Davidson. Not bad.
Nah, sounds like
So yeah, Bon Jovi's concert today in Madison Square Garden. Look at some of the ticket prices for some of the seats.
Oh, what about Double P?
Pricey ones.
You know what? I think I'm just going to stick with Pete.
Pete. I like it.
I like you too.
You go all the way up to almost $500.
$9.99 all summer long. That's right. $9.99 for scratch-made, piping hot, fresh from your oven pizza. Choose from select favorites like our
The most expensive seats go for over $1,000, and those are the ones in the front. Hello, Jay the Ralph Banner. Welcome to a live stream. Look how expensive this seat is. Look how much it is. Over $3,000 or $3,400.
How many tickets? One?
Well, if it's two, if it's 2 tickets, that's $6,000. Yes.
Crystal Guys now on stream. Welcome back to the Brickyard 400. Corey Hine, the prodigious 2311 driver, led 21 laps, lap 92. Goes to Pete Bravo, Carson Hocevar, bombs in here. Tells him he's number 1, Jamie. Yeah, as far as I said, Hine, get a little air lucky on him throughout that run.
Yeah, Bon Jovi will be off for like a month, and then they'll head over to the United Kingdom to play in Scotland.
Sometimes your actions on and off the track, it comes back to bite you. And this is one of those examples. I don't think Corey Hine would have done that to any other driver in his history.
I figured they would.
I love it. I'm here for it. Popcorn's popped. I'm ready to watch more of it. I want to add to that. I'm so happy the bird is back. We're just racing. We would flip each other off just to say, hey, I mean, you can only get so many fingers up and out of the window net, so I love it. It's great. Yeah, it's interesting. Hocevar's crew did a great job. They said, look, we're not going to win a race on lap 89. That's the Corey. race car that can win this race. This crew did a great job. Yeah, crew, interjecting what's putting out the strategy is everything is we've seen that the strategy has been setting up for this third stage, and it's very interesting stuff plays out.
Hey, one thing to keep in mind, Corey Home, I know we talked about him doing the airlock on the whistle bar. He's in the best position right now to win this race. I can't wait to hear Steve break down the position all these guys are in.
Yeah, Stevie, give us a snapshot of what we're looking at right now as we start the final stage.
Well, we have 58 laps to go right here, guys, and I think it's the simplest. There's no more stage breaks. You know this thing could run green to the finish. Also, everyone in the entire field needs another pit stop. The question is, what has to be done under the pit stop? Well, here it, the crew chief, Chris Gale and Danny Halen broke it down for his driver, give him a little synopsis of where we stand.
54 needs more fuel at 67, potentially could have a 3-second faster stop than us because they went deeper. So our goal is to build a bigger gap on the 67 motorcycle lead.
All right, so there you have it. The advantage over 54, but behind on 67. What does all that mean? Well, let's talk about it. Fuel needed. We started at 56 gallons. We put fuel in at different times. We run a little longer. Tight dips. Needs dang near a full stop. 20 gallons. Remember, one can is 14. When you get to that second can, you slow down your pit stop. Danny Hamlin may or may not need a splash of that second can. We'll see how accurate our calculations are. Corey Hine only needs 11.5 gallons of fuel. That could be a 2-tire pit stop. Booty Parker perhaps has done the magic again. Has he given his young driver a chance to steal one from his owner, Danny Hamlin? In my mind, this is down between the 11, the 67, and don't sleep on Carson Hocevar. Restart number 1, Dale, and then execute the plan to get the fuel in the car.
Yeah, that's going to be important right here to try to maintain, if not gain spots on this restart. You see Priest up there on the outside taking a road. Carson Hocevar decided to be on the inside. That allowed the 60th Priest to go to the outside, gaining the road. Now, if you're going to give up that road, if you're Hocevar, if you're going to give up that outside second road, you dang sure better have a great restart and not lose more spots, come off turn 2 in 6th place, right? So that's the urgency on the 77. Priest says, hey, thank you, man. I'll take that extra row on the outside. Now he's going to fire it off on the outside of Danny and try to gain even another spot. Every driver out there's kind of got that mentality going on right now.
Hamlin going the inside lane here. He'll go behind his teammate, Ty Gibbs. Time on the front row.
Everyone else in the field for rival board, the Wendy's team right here with SVG, all these cars in the back, they're just trying to make something out of nothing. Hardly any of these cars have a real shot to win this race. They're just going to try to gain as many spots as they can during restarts like this.
And a lot of opportunities. 34 cars on the lead lap as we begin the final stage. Gibbs and Hine on the front row. They combined to lead 54 laps today. Final stage of the Brickyard 400.
All right, pace car hits the pit road. Time to begin stage number 3. Here we go. And Corey Hine put a block on the 77.
Suarez peeking out of line into turn 3.
Hocevar's going to be seeing red. Same car in front of him again with a block.
I like that shot. You see those flowers there at turn 4. Every time they show that shot of them passing by there, when the force of the car caused those flowers to move around. Same thing in the Indy 500.
Now we ride the last year's winner, Bubba Wallace. He's 21st on the board, right behind Nemechek.
Try to back up the corner and get the run on corner exit. Look at Josh Berry just says, I'll go to the outside. Everybody holds the bottom. I'll go to the outside and grab a few easy spots.
Power move off of 2 to 21.
They're all going to block down here again. Josh Perry gets to the outside of it. Hot run to the lane. Yeah, Briscoe there. You got Blaney. You got
Whoa.
Perry.
Someone clipped the grass.
Blaney, you want to make sure you take care of your car in traffic. You've got the advantage right now when it comes to the in-season.
Chase Elliott's back in the race, but he's 41 laps down.
Hurts down into the corner. The give and take. Shane Van Gisbergen getting with it. He takes a free spot right there. Hurts buries it again, side by side on the two here. Further back in the back. Not going on. Bounce shit there from Todd. Back up front. Yeah, Tamlin Hine. Kosovar. Priest. Ryan Priest. Driving fifth. Update there, Danielle.
Holding steady in fifth, Adam. Yeah, off of that restart. Here's his crew chief, Derek Finley, talking strategy and having fuel to the finish.
We are in great shape for our next stop. If there's a caution, we can only use one team to finish the race. We'll get one more stop with one team. So we will have a faster pit stop than everybody within, any good side of you right now.
And they said earlier, we want to make something out of a day like this. Fighting for a playoff spot, Adam, only 23 below the cut line.
Well, every time I've seen Derek Finley in the garage this weekend, he just looks stressed, running the numbers, going through all the scenarios.
Let's see, Chase Bubble. So Cindric is plus 12 above the cutoff line. Eric Jones was minus 12.
We're not the only ones listening into that radio from Priest because Michael McDowell's crew chief Travis Peterson just told him the same thing. He said the 60 is best on fuel to the end.
Yeah, the 60 is best. I think the 67 as well.
Come on, what is this?
It's so difficult to try to understand. We mentioned that poker hand. Well, we have
Just logged
4
in.
of your 5 cards show now. There's 1 card left. You see that nerve? Look at that foot. Look at that foot. He has no idea
What
that's
the heck?
happening. He's a wreck right now. Now, Travis is
I
going
just
to
logged
this
in.
quarter race going to say you had 106,000 steps today. We don't know where you walked, but your foot is wiggling the whole time. I find myself doing it.
Denny Hamlin's keeping his teammate in his hip pocket. Ryan Priest having a good run today. Oh wow, damn! Chastain just ran Ty Dillon down to the almost down to the apron. Ty Dillon's gonna get past him. The 34, the head of steam. Oh wow, 3 wide up the middle. Wow. That's 28. That's 28th and 29th right there.
Great black pit stops coming up. You're watching the Brickyard 400. It's NASCAR on TNT, presented by Straight Talk Wireless.
Fast food is supposed to make your day better. Greet you with a smile, be quick, friendly, and bright. But too often, fast food fails you. It's rushed, unfriendly, and just wrong. And that stops right now.
Hi, I'm Tom, president of Burger King. First we elevated the Whopper, now we're elevating the whole experience. We've redefined every manager's role around you. Our Your Way champions, double-checking orders, keeping everything on track. Anytime something isn't right. Now, if your Whopper isn't made your way, we won't just remake it. Your next will be on us. That's our Whopper guarantee. So come put us to the test, because there's a new king, and it's you.
They say tennis is great for remembering you can customize and save hundreds of car insurance. Liberty Mutual.
Only pay for what you do. Get up, power, the floor. Love them, Jim. More.
Within 5 minutes and helps prevent flare-ups. Breastfeed replace a rescue inhaler for sudden breathing problems. Tell your doctor if you have a heart condition or high blood pressure before taking it. Don't take Breastfeed more than prescribed. Breastfeed may increase risk of thrush, pneumonia, and osteoporosis. Call your doctor if worsened breathing, chest pain, mouth or tongue swelling, problems urinating, vision changes, or eye pain occur. Ask your doctor about Breastfeed.
Blazing Wings at a big 6 for $19.99. Careful, those babies are moving in contact. Hey, you're right. It's really not that. Oh, too spicy, too spicy. Big 6 meal for 2 for $19.99.
Magic artifacts. Demon hunting. What is happening?
This one I'm dead. A win's a win.
Stay tuned for a sneak peek of the librarians on TNT.
Get up.
Just under 50 laps remaining.
7. 6, 7.
And the caution is out with Tiger's lead. Did you hear all those pieces of paper?
Oh, yellow. Wow.
This is absolutely worst case scenario for Ty Gibbs. It looks like some debris on the racetrack. And the reason I say that is let's translate
it's a debris, piece of debris.
metal. It looks like plastic on the edges. Oh, you know what that looks like? It looks like a hose cap, like on the 3-inch hose. Sometimes it's a piece of carbon or aluminum that can easily cut a tire. So that's why we have a yellow. Let me just set the stage right here. 34 cars on the lead lap, very narrow pit road, split strategies. It's going to be a mess. The reason I'd say it's worst case for Ty Gibbs, we've already said he needs the most fuel of anyone. You would love to do that under green when the field is spread out because extra time on pit road means the biggest penalty right now. Still a big advantage for Heim. I think this brings Priest right back in because he'll be able to really leapfrog those guys with a shorter stop. So, and you heard really close on fuel, so I'm not even sure they can.
Yeah, I think the Toyotas, they've been dialed in this year, which explains why they've been so dominant this season. Chevrolet, they're up there. Ford, they're just catching up.
The trouble, though, is a lot of cars won't be taking in full sales. There'll be a lot of cars exiting stalls while others are entering stalls. Can you get on and off this pit road without having to stop, wait, or run into somebody? And that goes in the back. Says, you know what? I'm going to stay out. I know everybody thinks they're in their final window, but I'm, Bubba Wallace, run 20. I'm just going to stay out. I'm going to run 20 more laps, fill my car all the way up, put some fresh tires on that, and hope for a bunch of overtime. Right? We've seen that here before, too. Hey, who's going to just find a way to give their driver a chance to win the Brickyard?
Big finish coming here, a weekend off, and then the season continues in 2 weeks' time at Iowa. Saturday, August 8th, practice and qualifying on True TV and streaming on HBO Max. It'll be there the rest of the year. We'll run the end of regular season and, of course, throughout the Chase and Cup Series race coverage goes back to USA Sports. We'll finish the regular part of the season before those last 10 races to see who will be crowned the 2026 champion.
Well, I'm excited to continue with my friends in USA. Dale, I know you're going to go back and just continue with the races on Saturday, and Adam will be calling them from the CW booth. So we'll all stay busy. It's going to be fun to continue on. This racing's been so good. That short track in Iowa in a couple of weeks inside the list hybrid. It's like this odd 7/8 mile. You know, it's got high speeds, you have lower grip, hidden scenes in the corner, just a lot to go. Yeah. Except to chase a few weeks, there's a lot happening in the NASCAR world.
I mean, you think about the 5 races to end the regular season. Here, Iowa, you got New Hampshire in there, the short track at Richmond, and then Daytona, the finale. Anybody's guess what will go out there.
And speaking of which, I know we said it in the pre-race, but congratulations. I know it was a big win for Marks USA. One, two, three, four.
If I did get up and walk the floor, and this is love.
In the O'Reilly Auto Parts Series, big pit stops coming here. Ty Gibbs and lead down, service with 44 to go. Right on the edge of the window.
Priest with an early stall. He's going to try and exit his pit stall here cleanly. Surprised he reached the 4 tires. Hardy.
Adam mentioned it. It's going to be very tight to the end here, but most teams think they can make it. So you're going to see Ty Gibbs in that 54. They're going to have to go with 4. We talked about that fuel deficit all day long. But for the 11 of Dave Miller, the 77 of Martin Hosevar, it's going to be right side for Miller, right side for 40.
It's like the 67 won the race off pit road. I mean, 2 tires. Damn, Hosevar lost a ton of spots.
They got to go down outside the top 5 before you see Ryan Priest there, who does get 4 tires. And right behind him, it was Bowman. Here's the race off the pit lane. Hine in front of Hamlin.
That's a hell of a race off the pit road, but why does the 60 take the 4 tires? There was their chance to basically take the lead of the race team. I agree. Oh, man, crew member contact on the 23. We talked about how narrow this pit road is, but I'm with you, Dale. Man, that's a scary situation. I've been one of those guys before. Those cars do not give. I agree. Unless they think those fresh left sides are going to make a difference. I haven't seen it yet today. I really think that Priest, he's going to wish he had that one back. I could be wrong. Only time will tell. How about the crew of the 23, Danielle?
Yeah, for Bubba Wallace, it was right sides and fuel only. Then you saw Bubba overshoot the box, have to back up. And Stevie, remember, not only are these some of the long as well, makes it very challenging up and down pit road for these drivers.
Yeah, it's hard to jump out. It gets very narrow. Seems like everybody's up. Hopefully they're all okay. Scary situation.
A year ago, Bubba ended that 100 race winning streak, going to victory lane. The Brickyard 400 problems today. We're back in a moment on TNT.
How did I get here? Shooting all the action despite vision loss from wet AMD. It started when Vabysmo opened up my world. I was worried when I started to lose my sight, but my doctor recommended Vabysmo. Vabysmo is different. It's the only treatment thought to block 2 causes of wet AMD. So I'm back doing what I love, knowing that Vabysmo improves vision. And there's a chance for up to 4 months between treatments.
Very tiny touch.
Vabysmo is an eye injection. Taken if you have an infection, active fluid, or allergic to. Vabysmo can cause eye infection, retinal detachment, temporary increase in eye pressure, and uncommon risk of heart attack or stroke or severe swelling of blood vessels in the eye. Report changes to vision or eye pain to your doctor or retina specialist right away.
Now, I'm bringing it all into focus. Open up your world with Vabysmo.
Trust the #1 prescribed FDA-approved treatment for wet AMD and diabetic macular edema. Ask your retina specialist about Vabysmo.
Xfinity wants their customers online even faster. So now they're offering same-day Wi-Fi delivery. Do you think you're up for the job?
I mean, I am pretty fast.
How do you feel about cul-de-sacs?
Just keep turning left.
Parallel parking?
Easier than a pit stop.
Speed bumps?
They're more of a suggestion.
3-point turns?
I'm a 2-point kind of guy.
There he goes.
Good. Most people panic on that one.
I'm here for the interview. Oh, no.
Tyler, same-day Wi-Fi delivered NASCAR fast.
At least Safelight can come to you for free. They can come to me for free?
That's right. SafeLight can come to you for free, so you can get your windshield fixed anywhere you want at no additional cost. For free local service, go to safelight.com. SafeLight repairs, SafeLight replace.
This is Arby's cheesesteak with 100% Angus steak and melty Cooper cheese. Some say it's meat and cheese done right. And some people don't say anything because frankly it's rude to talk with your mouth full. Arby's, we have the meat.
Time for our cow sheet market odds. Cow sheet traders are currently forecasting Denny Hamlin at 43% to win the Brickyard 400. He's right behind Corey Hahn, who won that race off the pit lane. They need to pay off the Ty Gibbs situation too, Steve.
Yeah, so Hahn is leading Gibbs from Buffalo. He's going to have to take that tool. And under green, he's going to lose a handful of spots. But under yellow, what does that really mean? Well, he rejoins the race right now with 14. So just such a great day. Tyler Allen continuing to call a good race, a little on the aggressive side. You know, you said it earlier, that fuel tax, you got to pay it, Well, unfortunately, they didn't pay in the first quarter, the second quarter, or the third quarter. So they had to write a big check for fuel tax in the fourth quarter, and here he is now, 14.
Going to the cheese this time.
43 laps are going to finish here, but look at all the names in front of them. You know, Hahn, Hamlin, O'Donnell, Bell, Briscoe. This is coming back here. How Logano? We ain't seen him all day. Bell, same thing. Yeah, just doing a really nice job. I mean, Bell is third to fourth. Talk about a huge advantage in the fuel situation.
Yeah, Logano 19th to 3rd there. You do the choose, anticipating this restart. They'll come with 42 laps remaining. Everybody getting ready to go? Let's do Where's Mamba.
Yeah, it's hollow ground here at Indianapolis Speedway, and one of the places that everyone wants to be, the place everyone wants to be, is Victory Lane. Similar to North Roseboro, we have a cool elevator that brings you to the top, and then of course, you're in here with the milk at some races, with the trophy, and this thing is amazing. All the names are along the bottom here. Everyone has won this event, has their name on the trophy, so we'll see who will add their name to it by the end of the day,
What's going on now?
Big names in front of the field.
Huh?
What's going on now?
We had a caution. There was a piece of debris on the front stretch. Yeah, everybody pitted. So Corey Haim is going to lead the field to the green.
Got a shot to win. Brickyard 400, Marty. Adam was given a lot of props to 23-year-old Corey Haim out of here. He had a Georgia. How about his crew chief, Robert Booty Barker? He has been around the Cup Series garage a long time. And Dale, I love what he just told his young driver just a moment ago. Do not forget, you're the baddest man here. That little punch of confidence from the
Just imagine seeing the number 6-7 win at the Brickyard.
Oh, but you ain't getting years. That's just one of his drivers, right?
Huh?
That's one of his drivers, right?
Yes. The fourth 2311 car.
You gotta buy the stand.
It's tough to do and tough to be competitive at it, even with a great race team. That pit stop time difference is not crew execution. Both crews executing well. That is crew chief and strategy. Hines only needed 13 gallons, did it in a hurry. Ty Gibbs needed 19 gallons, 12.9. That's just the difference between leading the race and 14. But now, Corey Hahn, front row with his owner, he's going to have to prove that he is both the baddest guy here. That's what his crew chief says.
And where does everybody stand on fuel? 42 laps to go in the Brickyard 400.
That's the 2024.
All right, here we go. Back to the green. Oh. Damn. Denny Hamlin to the front. Oh, wow. Kozlowski got way up the track. Oh. Look at them just fanning. Damn, look at this. They're just jostling for position. Ooh, that's going to be... Yeah. Whoa, there we go. Spin. It's Ryan Blaney. AJ Allmendinger's in it. We got Casey Mears, Riley Herbst.
We're on board with it now. What an upset we can have. Caution number 5. And this is helping everyone's fuel. Remember, we thought they were outside their window.
35's in it.
Engine shut off, doing what they need to do.
Wow, that could have been big.
Down the back straightaway. Huge mess. Everybody got all tangled up, getting in the turn.
Well, that's the only way he's going to win the in-season challenge is if his opponent wrecks.
Incredible move by Huntsbar. Up the middle. See, I hear the frustration from Blaney. Right, damage to the right front. Yeah, better than I thought, though. I thought we were going to see some real heavy damage. Let's go all the way back to
Yeah, the 11 is the new leader. Corey Heim's going to have to get back around. Yeah, look at the 22.
Whoop.
Easy access into turn 1 for the lead. Bragg gets knocked at the racetrack here. Reddick dives in there.
Yeah, Reddick. See.
Number 12 car. The 77 gets a push from the 54. Here comes big runs from behind the 42, 41. Look at the white car, the 42. Gets down in the middle.
Oh, it was the 42 of Nemechek. Got into him. Then AJ Allmendinger went for a slide. Austin Hill was in it. Casey Mears, Riley Herbst. Well, at least Connor Zilish survived that wreck.
But if you're John Hunter, if you're Jimmy Johnson, I believe you need your driver at that level of aggression.
You know, you go down in the garage, and everybody tells you all weekend, if you're going to make hay in this race, don't get on a restart. It speaks to what Steve was saying there.
Good work from the spotter right there for the 12. Giving him great information.
10 feet on.
I think the 42 gets down in the corner, maybe gets up the track just a little bit. It's just real tight, not room for 3 wide.
Austin Cindric able to sneak by. Comes in on the chase cut line.
Big contact for Casey Mears and the 35 there. Late.
John Hunter, he hit harder than I thought. You said it, though. Really good spotter communication. I thought he was consistent with the 3 wide. I mean, it all happens.
Day's going good so far. Had a pretty quiet afternoon today.
Let's listen to radio from the 42 John Hunter Nemechek.
Well, I'm sorry. I'm in the middle of nowhere.
I think that's true. I thought he was going to fill that hole. Now that he's calmed down, he saw the result. I truly think I'm sorry. The result is, I'm not happy about it.
I haven't seen the posts yet. I've been busy monitoring this race.
Blaney's in, Marty. Heard on the back end of the radio with Ryan Blaney said that 42 guy, it's every week with him. We heard that after the damage. Blaney said the wheel is to the right, but yeah, obviously very upset with John Hunter even checking that move on that restart. You see Raymond Fox, the car chief, trying to get that splitter damage fixed here on the 12. 9 cars involved. And this caution that creates our 5th yellow of the day.
Todd Gillen has a front row seat right here. Just in front, you're going to see the wreck up the racetrack at 34, just to the right of your screen. You got to get on the brakes. Oh, mistake! It's a 16 car. That could be an Allmendinger. $1 million miss right there.
I gotta tell you, we saw the onboard looking into his eyes. I mean, it was like he was aware of what had happened and the opportunity that's now in front of him to see the drivers involved in the crash. Let's go down to Danielle.
Adam, I asked Todd Gillen this morning, do you want to keep track of where Ryan Blaney is via your spotter all throughout the day? He said, not really. He said, the only thing I want to know, and I told my spotter this, that if Blaney gets in trouble and somehow ends up behind us, and I now inherit the lead for the $1 million to win the in-season challenge, then tell me. They just came on the radio and told Todd about Blaney's issue, which obviously he just squeaked by and saw. So it could be Gilly for a milli, guys. He's an underdog, and he said, I think the fans and even the drivers want to see an underdog win this thing. I've even had some of Blaney's fans tell me my underdog story would be pretty cool.
We had this last year. You know, Ty Dillon comes here going against Ty Gibbs, but it's Gibbs who wins the $1 million. We didn't get the upset in the final round. Today it might happen with Gilbert.
Oh, this dog car is ruined. That contact with the outside wall had paint, concrete, all kinds of things in the wheel of that car on those ends. So pretty good damage. I was really shocked that car had pace. They're both very deserving, both great people and great drivers in the sport. You know, Blaney, who's won the $1 million at the All-Star race, he's won a championship. Think about the highlight reel for Todd, what $1 million win in the mid-season challenge to do. We played a lot of golf with Todd. I would encourage him to join at least 3 or 4 more golf clubs. I'll help him spend it. Great kid, great young driver.
Caution is out in the Brickyard 400. Under 40 laps to go. Ryan Blaney, one of the 9 that pays the price. Big restart when we return on TNT.
Napa knows that one Ford vehicles will need a new battery this year. And that's just the tip of the electrical iceberg. That's why Napa believes in testing the electrical systems on every vehicle, from the battery to the alternator. And why we're a trusted solution for the electrical parts, tools, and expertise you need, catching problems before they become breakdowns, and keeping every vehicle and every business moving full speed ahead.
Also looks like we will be getting our first Frankie Muniz die cast this swine.
So Mom uses Chewy dentist-free tick meds at a great price.
We're also getting die cast for Brad Perez, Cole Butcher, LeVar Scott, Andre Perez, Derek Nealon, Landon Huffman, Mike Snyder, Andy Jankoliak, and Anthony Alfredo.
Are they just comfy and cozy slippers? They're sneakers. Try hands-free Cozy Fit Skechers slippers.
It's time to make like a banana and split into 6 teams. That's right, Banana Ball is bigger, more teams.
Also, at Indianapolis, someone said people saw these. They're furries. And of course, they have to see the jump. So Zane Smith and Todd Gillen, they're probably wondering. They probably burst out laughing when they saw even the junior motorsports team got it.
Mm-hmm.
It's amazing how they invite Raja Crew to the JRM Hall, even though he was driving the 32 yesterday.
Sunday, August 9th, 3:30 Eastern Time.
Weekend off. I think these drivers are going to use it. Recharge, refresh, ready for the big push.
If you want to win before the off weekend, extra time to celebrate and enjoy it. So true. What's going on, Shannon?
How about Christopher Bell started this race 23rd, currently in 3rd. I told you guys in the beginning of the race that Adam Stevens said strategy was going to be the way that they could get track position. This is a big race for Adam Stevens, obviously for most drivers and crew chiefs, but his eyes just absolutely lit up when I asked him about this place. Take this into consideration. He has 4 total Cup Brickyard wins, 2 as a race engineer for Tony Stewart, and then, of course, 2 with Kyle Busch. He told me, I used to watch this race as a kid, loves coming here, and would love to get another one with his young driver. Marty?
Shannon, how about another new player in the top 5? Indiana's own Chase Briscoe sitting in the 5th position, and James Small, the one before they pitted a moment ago, lap 116, kept telling Chase, hey, we're going to be in the best fuel position of anyone. They took right-side tires.
Here's this closed Jefferson Road Railroad crossing in Jefferson, West Virginia. It looks like it's being. Huh. That's weird. It looks like it's.
Grew up rooting for Tony Stewart. His dad was a racer. I saw him in the garage today. His dad Kevin looked at me and said, "Hey man, back home again in Indiana. You know they want to celebrate tonight." Let's go back up front to that 11 car getting handled. Listen to some radio.
You were the 20 and asking for the same thing, please. Please, let's work together here.
We just saw what happened with two cars that didn't work together, Hahn and Logano, at last restart. He's saying, "Hey, I like the team working with Christopher Bell. I'd love to have a repeat of that. I think Christopher will be happy to help this 11 car. Unless, something happens." Yeah, I mean, think back in the race, though. These two have been battled. The 600, they were side by side, and Suarez ends up winning it.
Nashville.
Yeah.
I mean, think about the last lap at Nashville.
Yeah. I think the intention would be that the 20 will help the 11. That will be the intention going into the restart. So if the 11 makes a mistake on a shift or anything happens, Christopher's got to try to take opportunity, right? For the most part, I think you'll see that 20 give you the best push you can. So we're assuming that they're both going to be on the inside line here. Yeah, that's what it looks like. So Hahn now is on the outside. He's going to try to get help from Joey Logano in the 22 car. They didn't work together well on that last start. So but now being on the outside line, I think Joey's more committed to pushing than to trying to make it 3 wide. So
Joe gives racing 1, 2, 3 in that inside lane. Hamlin, Bell, and then Briscoe.
And then Reddick, the other 20-11, so it's a Toyota train on the inside.
And then it's a Ford, couple of Toyota in the outside lane.
Let's make it right here.
Ford has to be feeling really good about themselves right now. It's been well documented. They just had a down year in a high-speed racetrack. Logano with an absolutely monster performance last year. Good racing still to be done. But we have a whole group of Fords inside the top 10. The first Chevrolet.
Josh Berry running the top 10.
I'll tell you what, Brad Keselowski's the one that amazes me. Won the Brickyard 2018. That's the only time that Roger Penske has won here at his place in the Brickyard 400. But you know what? He is in the hunt every year here. It's just remarkable how consistent Brad is at this racetrack when you think about the
Something up with
variance
the
that
tablet.
goes into being successful in this event.
You see a bunch of tire, cleaning out, nail, restart lines. This is a real speed race. Like, just jumping line or not so much? I think it's more about
I think the drivers that were in that wreck, it looks like all of them, none of them went to the garage.
Hard as you can, whether you're on the inside or outside, it's going to be a little edgy. Guys, if you're on the inside, you got somebody stuck on your door. You have a lot of room to bobble and move up the racetrack. If you're on the outside, you're not in the groove with the motor strips. You're going to try to find as much as you can by keeping these tires clean. I'm just thinking about the restart between Hamlin, one of the best in the field, a veteran, and Hahn, a rookie. He doesn't know everything that he knows. What can he do to try to mount enough of a charge to try to take that? He knows that he failed on that previous restart. He knows that he gave up a lead that he should still have. He's got to be determined to take it back from one of the toughest guys in the field. So we're not going to get the restart.
Yeah, back to single file. I noticed that the dragging lap. So real quick, a few things. All of these yellows make everybody, all that conversation about fuel all day long, that was paid off with the final pit stop. At this point, with all these yellows, I think everybody can make it to the end. So if strategy was the word, take one more gulp, grab a glass of water so you can stick with us to the end, because I think the strategy's over. Now it's just about who has the best car. And there's a reason why we talk about the driver. This is a good team. I love that I'm giving my driver a chance, but in the end, the superstars now.
Alright, so it looks like they called off the restart.
These last 34, 35 laps done.
What's going on, Shannon?
They just told Joey Logano that caution should buy them a green-white checker, so it sounds like they are good. But Adam, you were talking about just how important this race is for Team Penske, Roger Penske's drivers. When you walk into those haulers in the morning before the race, you can feel how much this means to these guys. Joey Logano told me this is the Augusta of racetracks. He said the open wheel guys have won many, many times, a lot of times, and these guys, they just haven't gotten it done for Roger Penske. Joey has had his heart broken at this track. He's finished second twice. And last season, they played strategy right, were in the position late, and had a tire failure. He said that was the one that really stung. Right now, he's in third, Marty.
Jen, I can't help but think about Denny Hamlin right now. He has come so close so many times here at the Brickyard. 4 third-place finishes. This would make it so Denny Hamlin gets all of the crown jewel races. He would complete the Grand Slam. And Dale, when I asked him earlier this week, would you kind of be calculated at the end of the race, or would you be willing to be a little more desperate to win this one? He said, I would lean towards desperation. This one means everything to me. So kind of put me in that mindset, Dale. What's going through Denny Hamlin's mind right now before possibly the final restart of the race?
Well, I feel like they've done everything the right way. He told us on the pre-race that they wouldn't jump off of the path. They wouldn't jump off of the traditional strategy. They were going to go by the plan that seemingly was the right one last year. He's given them another chance to be in position to win this race. It's up to Denny now behind the wheel. No more coming to pit road. No need to save fuel. It's all on him. And against the rest of the field, I take Denny Hamlin most every time.
4 wins this year for Hamlin. Won 3 in a row early in the summer. And Mr. Consistency the last couple of months, taking over the championship lead. Chief Chris Gale told me this morning, we don't care about points today. It's all about getting this guy to victory lane here. And he's in charge of the field as we return to the green flag with 34 laps to go.
All right.
We talked in the pre-race about how special this place is. We talked all day long about how hard it is and all the things you have to do right. Now, one of these cars, anywhere in the top 6, 8, or 10. You think there's some sort of scenario where it could be our day. We've done our part. Some chances better than others, but man, you're bringing any of these guys. You have to be so excited to be still in it.
The opportunity is now. Pace car is in. Inside lane, 64 career wins. Outside lane, 1. Hamlin and I.
All right, here we go. 34 laps to go. Denny Hamlin, Corey Hahn. Wow. Oh, whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Wow. Did you see that? Man, Corey Hahn had to put a block on Denny Hamlin and drove him below the solid white line. Here comes Christopher Bell to the outside. He was fastest in practice yesterday. Then you got Logano in third. Chase Briscoe's there. Also, Brad Keselowski's there in the 6th, running. Oh, Zilish is off. So he led the most. Gibbs has led the most laps at 46. Yeah, that was a close call right there. Well, thank you, Logano, for giving 67 a good push. Watch it. Oh, 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 oh. If I had done that, if I had done that in a video game, that would have been a wreck right there.
to hope the long run. I mentioned restarts has been the weakness. Ball from the strength. If there's any track that long run doesn't fully come into play, it's here. Will it work out? We have Hosevar back here going by the 54 track. Is also trying to recover. That launch just happened right there. And you can see it with the urgency. These drivers know the type of racing this is. They know strategy and restarts. And now Bell is trying to keep time so close. They force middle of the state. Briscoe looking for a way to get around Logano.
And look at the number chips in the pylon. 24 Top Gillen, 29 Ryan Blaine, 12 cars trying to stay in it here.
And you can see the difference in speed too. The Toyotas up front, behind Bell, running 50 laps. Logano, best they can do right now is a 50.
This is Corey Heim's 15th start. Imagine getting your second career win in just a short time frame. Yeah, Corey Heim, he's driving like a Cup veteran. Now I see why Denny Hamlin wants him to drive his cars. Come on, Briscoe, get around the 22. If Christopher Bell wins this will be his second crown jewel win. For the off week, I think Connors Dilch needs to figure out a way how to get to avoid all the trouble that they've had.
They need to go and attack and quickly get by if they want a chance to run down Bell.
28 laps to go. All the RFK Fords are in the top 10.
I'm not able to stretch the lead. Bell stay within striking distance.
And I go back to NASCAR Nation. And Jamie Mack talking about his win here. He said, I knew, once I got the white flag, as long as I didn't cut a tire, I was going to win the Brickyard 400. And he talked about that 50-second lap.
Zilish done for the day.
And I think now about the situation for Corey Heim. All the big stage and everything that goes into winning one of these races. And now being out front and having to manage this for 30 laps or so. It's an incredible situation with so much maturity out of this 24-year-old.
Flip it. At a track where it has been so difficult to overtake the lead, what if Bell can figure out the riddle? Hine misses the bottom, a little right there. He missed the bottom on the restart, which is why Hamlin had a run that he had to block. So that's the second time the 67 has not hit his mark. Danny told us on the pre-race he missed his mark by 1 or 2 feet, and it ruined his chance at sitting on the pole. If you're Bell, you want to be close enough to try to make a mistake. Quickly before we go back to the lead battle, Blaney right here, the 12 car running 27. He is not slow. He just ran a 52.40, just ahead of me.
The Bubba Wallace, speed's not in it for him to this time around.
This $1 million isn't anybody's just yet. Still up the ground here. 5 cars right there on the screen. There's a few cars in between them, but only a second separates them on track. Blaney is a bulldog. He wants the money. I'm shocked that this car drives as well as it does. There's aerodynamicists everywhere. They're ahead of their hands. Yeah, it's impossible. Yeah, I'm surprised the Tiffany stood up from paddling going into the long cars again. Man, this is fascinating. 67 continues to lead, but he has missed the bottom a little bit. Let's listen into the 67 about his handling.
Yeah, loose here.
Pretty loose, which out front will be worse. You'd actually prefer to be the trailing car. And if you're Adam Stevens screeching with Bell, I'm telling him, he's on the radio. He's complaining, man. He's too loose. You're seeing
25 to go.
Do not let him pull that right rear tire. These cars, unlike the cars of the years past, they used to build really tight. Right front tires would go away.
I talked to crew chief Cody Barker on Friday during practice, Adam, and he said, I'm not going to be surprised at all if we have a shot to win this race, even though Corey is not full-time in Cup yet. He said he did the wheel force test here earlier and had a lot of good time. Picked up data from his teammates very quickly. He said, if we qualify well, we're a part-time team, so our draw typically isn't great. If we can qualify well, I don't see any reason why we can't win this race. They qualified 7th. And they're in the lead with 24 to go.
Christopher Bell's getting closer.
But these cars, Danielle, I even apologize. I didn't get a chance to hear her report either. I kind of lost my headset here. But these cars, the way they work, they build much looser. With the way the splitters are up in the air, the right rear tire cools, that right rear tire gets cooked lap after lap after lap. So we'll just have to see
Front
how we continue to cool it.
first all the way back to first through 19th, all pitted on the same lap, including 21st to 24th.
Coming the last 9 races, and you think about what this team has overcome, the broken wrist when they had the big crash at Michigan, and how they have fought through that, and still very much in the game when you look at the point standings inside the top 10. This is the kind of team with a victory that can get on a run late in the regular season, even though they've been behind and had a lot of bad luck, be a big part of the conversation when we get to the chase, and he's hanging in 4/10 back right now, Shannon.
He sure is, Adam, and he knows exactly what we already said about that 67 going to the 3 side. They did tell him that he's starting to get loose. Christopher Bell is on the hunt.
One of the best cars on the racetrack that last time I was a 22 Logano in 3rd. About a 10th faster than the leaders, and then look at the gap back to the 19 of Briscoe. Briscoe's starting to struggle with his car, 51.27 the last time by, and he's trying to put the pressure on Briscoe as well. He's going to walk wide. Tell him right there faster. Tell him to let me go. I still have a chance.
Wow, Denny Hamlin's
trying to get the 19 upset a little bit. It doesn't work. He gets in the third gear, misses the corner. Keselowski back there closing in. Josh Berry closing in.
This race just means so much to both Briscoe and Hamlin, because we talk about Hamlin, you know, want to check the box, complete the career Grand Slam, and get his first victory in Indianapolis. And then we said Chase Briscoe's from Indiana. He said, I would trade all of my victories in to get a win at this place. So there is no giving. Just over 20 laps to go.
Another lap on the racetrack, another lap where Logano is the fastest. The 67 of Hunter loose, holding up Christopher Bell somewhat. Logano closing in a 2/10 a lap. And I think Hamlin's frustration growing because I think he's faster than Briscoe. How far he can go, we don't know, but he's going to have a hard time getting out of 19. Can you imagine if Joey Logano, after a statistically worst year in his career, goes back-to-back, including the Brickyard?
I mean, you think about the history of North Wilkesboro and everything about that place. And to win there on a very historic night, and then come to Indy, and not only win the Brickyard 400, your first, but deliver it to the Boston area after who owns the place.
Another lap. I'm the slowest of the top 3, 51.11. 51 flat for Bell, 50.95 for Logano. 20 laps is a long time. Oh, look, it's an eternity here. We're talking 50 miles. We're talking an afternoon road trip. Talking about that 22 running quickly here. What do you got, Shannon?
Yeah, Adam, you mentioned the win last week, and he did tell me it was a huge shot at the arm. But he said it's not time to start celebrating the momentum. Making the chase is just part of the goal. They want to contend, and like you said,
Oh boy, the stupid dude.
never winning this race, never have won this race.
No, Sleepy Rock.
Hmm.
And they take card only, so you don't have to worry about cash.
Where?
Huh?
Where?
In America.
Plus 65, they are getting it done late in the regular season, and now we do our credit one bank, ones to watch. Yes, guys, we've been talking about, at least I've been talking about Joe Logano, a 10
You can bring bottled water that's sealed.
Oh, for Great America.
Yes.
Well, he's trying to get the second. The guy in second, the 20 of Christopher Bell, 31-year-old from Norman, Oklahoma. 5 runner-ups this season, still looking for his first win. He knows how to run well here in Indy with an 8th and a 4th in the last 2 Brickyard 400s. Can he find a way past the youngster Corey Heim leading? And Corey Heim is going to be my guy, making his 15th career Cup start today and looking for his second victory. We talked about the win in San Diego. The last time
Well, I hope so.
got his first 2 Cup wins.
Yeah, well, like I said, they had their cars dialed in almost every single race this year. That's why they've been so strong. Logano's closing in.
Logano's going to get there. Just wonder when he gets within 5 or so car lengths, can he continue to close the gap, or will he stall out? The 22, a half a second faster than Briscoe back in 4th. Pretty impressive. Didn't make the 4th, had a lot of speed, didn't qualify in the top 10. But late in the race, when it really matters, when you press the button, when everybody's giving everything they got, this 22 car seems to be the best car on the racetrack. They find a way. That's how I would describe that team. It's simple as that. With the fastest car, they find a way. With not the fastest car, they find a way. They continue to just find a way. 2 tires. Comes in first heat.
16 to go. I'm going to close the voting poll with 10 to go. For Bristol, the fall race, and Martinsville, and maybe Richmond, I might close the poll at 20 to go.
And Logano behind the wheel, a 3-time champion who has had so many big moments. Almost a second back. Took a while, but he's closed the gap. Cut it in half. Going back to the challenge drivers for $1 million. 1 position. 1 car separating them. AJ Allmendinger, you see Gilman right there. AJ and McLean in the 12, still hanging in there. Back at her feet. Right side of that car destroyed the fence. The game within the game. Drama for the $1 million and the in-season challenge.
Well, good.
Going against the upset-minded Todd Gilman. And it's tied up here with Hyde Bell. Bell is closing the gap. He's going to be in position now where he'll get the toe down the back straightaway or down the front straightaway, being able to possibly make some moves. The 67 will have to become defensive. That 12 to 22 into that even more. And it is going to snap behind it. You saw it right away with the 22 advantage continues. 14 laps to go. That's how high as well. Another 10 for Logano. Still yet to stall out. If he closes the gap, and he can see it. He's getting excited behind the wheel. He can see what they're struggling with in front of him. They look at their cars, yawing, not turning, missing corners, missing anchors. 5 seconds behind them. Briscoe still in front of Hamlin. And when we talk about this track, there's 4 distinct corners. We saw how much Benny Hamlin lost when he had to make a block. You can make once, or you make one bubble. You just can't do anything. There's nowhere to hide. They are coming and coming with a run. You go a block, we'll end up in a wreck.
13 to go.
I guess you try to put it to your left.
Yep, 13 right here.
There he's looking for a little smaller answer. That's right. He's right down. This is taking forever for Corey Heim.
have to ask yourself, is this the race that will come to Logano? Remember last year, Joey Logano will strategize their way to an unbelievable chance to win the Brickyard, and a flat tire in the closing laps just took away the chances. Talk about heartbreaking. Right here.
Oh yeah, it was last year.
Had control, much like Hyde does here. We all knew Logano would make a mistake. That's a signature, we have to say, a little bit of gas and a flat tire ended it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what gave Bubba Wallace the win last year. Come on, Hamlin, get past.
22's going to have to hope that these two in front of him start the race soon. Another lap right there where Joey's actually
12 to go.
of the three. But I think he's close enough now if they do race. They've got to start racing quickly. If they get side by side, I think the one corner. I think if they can test in one corner side by side, Joey can be there. 3 seconds back, no. 1 second, I think, could be made up. His win there is
Yeah, it's an aero package issue. It's not a track issue. A car issue. 11 to go. Overall, it's been another good weekend. I mean, Lane Riggs, he put on a master class in that truck race. And yesterday, Carson Kvapil, he had to hold off his teammate, including 2 Cup regulars, to win the Brickyard, to win the O'Reilly Auto Parts race yesterday. It's not an easy feat to do. Well, it's not an easy feat to do nowadays, but it happened, all right. That's for sure. Yeah, I can't wait for Daytona next month. Yeah, we'll see how this aero package works at Daytona before people can judge it. Anyways, I'm closing the poll now. Well, 57% chose Larson. Well, of course, the one time I have him as my top pick, well, I set based on you. Of course, the one time I have him as my top pick, he wrecks out. Denny Hamlin, Eric Jones, Bubba Wallace. Well, Denny Hamlin 29%, 14% for Jones, 0% for Bubba Wallace. So yeah. Well, you got a lifetime to come to California and rail fan. Yeah, Chase Briscoe won the O'Reilly Auto Parts race at Indianapolis on the road course 6 years ago, so he does have one win at the Brickyard. I think I'll make those Gibbs guys my top. And man, Ty Gibbs. The fact that Ty Gibbs is not up there, it's just sad.
This has got to be just pressure filled if you're the driver of the 67. He's got a decent run right here down the straight away.
Oh, you got CSX today? Okay, nice. The gap between first and second has been fluctuating. I'm not going to be live next week, all next weekend. NASCAR is an off weekend. That means they take 1 week off, and then after that, they're gonna go 14 straight weekends till November to decide who wins the championship. So don't expect any live streams next week. Also, I think I made a post about not too long ago. The weekend after, yes, those streams will be up at a later time. All right, 7 laps to go in the 2026 Brickyard 400. Corey Heim in his 15th Cup start leads, but he has Christopher Bell and Joey Logano behind him. Corey Heim has officially led the most laps in this race. He's led 52. I'm basing it off the leaderboard. The leaderboard's like a lap ahead. And of course, Hamlin trying to get around his teammate, but he can't because the package here is not. It sucks. Can't believe I'm saying this, but it's true. 6 to go.
Christopher's won this year, right?
No, he hasn't.
Oh man, come on, Christopher.
If Bell wins this will be a second crown jewel win because he won the Coke 600 2 years ago.
Come on, Christopher.
Oh no, wait, he won it last year. Sorry, not.
He hasn't won anything this year, right?
No, or oh no, wait, yeah, I'm right. Christopher Bell did win the Coke 600 2 years ago. It was Ross Chastain last year. Man, look at Connor Zelish. When is that Torture City? Man, rookie season from hell continues. 5 to go.
Come on, Christopher.
Dang, Ty Gibbs was doing good. He's running 12th. SVG running 16th. It's just not in it today. So basically, Todd Gilliland has to finish ahead of Blaney to win the $1 million.
And they've mentioned, just listen to the commentator. They've mentioned about the package, right?
Yeah. Yes. Carson Hocevar has climbed into the top 10. Look at the gap to Chase Briscoe. It's 6 seconds.
Come on, Bell. Yeah, that's the thing.
5 to go. Oh, 4 to go now.
Come on, Bell.
Just needs to keep hitting his marks. Yeah, Corey Heim said his car was a little loose. Pretty much. I mean, I don't mind Bell winning, but this will be big, even more special considering Heim's in the lead. Just think this will be only the second win for car number 6, 7, literally. Man, I wonder how many people out there did not pick Heim to win this race, unless of course it was a diehard Corey Heim fan. I'm sure they picked him. 3 to go.
Bell's always been second place lately.
Well, Bell does have a win at Iowa in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Series, so let's see how his short track. Oh, crap. That's not good. There's a lap car coming up.
Inside of 2/10. Christopher Bell knocking on the door. The battle for the lead. Going to be 2 laps to go in the Brickyard 400. Time in front of Bell. Logano waiting in the wings.
Just don't. All right, 2 to go. 2 to go. Oh. Looks like, yeah, Bell couldn't get. Logano's right there. Oh. That's John Nemechek. Yeah, thank you, Nemechek. Thank you for staying to the bottom. Thank you. Coming to the white flag next time. Bye. All right. This is it. White flag. 1 lap to go for Heim time. Oh my God. Oh, wow. If someone told me that Corey Heim's next win was going to be the Brickyard 400, I wouldn't believe them. Oh my God, he's going to do it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, we got this now. Oh yes. Man. What a win this is going to be. Off turn 4, Heim time, and car number 67 is going to win the Brickyard 400. It goes to Corey Heim. Let's go! For the second year in a row, 2311 Racing goes back-to-back at the Brickyard. And how about this? For the in-season challenge win, it looks like it's going to hold, and it's going to go to Todd Gilliland. Let's go. $1 million for the Gilly is a millie. Let's go. Wow. Oh, wow. Wow. Corey Heim is a winner in the Brickyard 400. Let's go. Youngest Brickyard 400 winner since Jeff Gordon, 1994.
Since Jeff Gordon did it at 23 years old in 1994.
Man. Yeah, it could have been better for Chase Elliott. But regardless, if he had the ace or not, yeah, it probably wouldn't have been a good day regardless, unfortunately. But man, wow. Now I see why. Well, man, Corey Heim drove like an absolute veteran today. Now I see why Denny Hamlin wants him to drive his cars. Hey.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're sorry.
Yeah, keep my recording with.
I didn't know you were recording there. Sorry about that, folks. Oh, they put a line there. Don't go past that.
I'm still not a big fan of the burnouts on the bricks roll, but whatever.
Well, they learned from yesterday.
Besides, those bricks are gonna last forever. Whatever. But man, with all that aside, what a win.
Good job, 2311.
The fact that Corey Himes won before Bubba Wallace did is just crazy.
Well, who?
Yeah. Heim time does it again. Wow, good job, Corey Heim. You are a Brickyard 400 winner. Let's go. Wow.
And now the Brickyard 400 here at Indianapolis. What a drive from this young man. And he's not even full time.
I think that might have been his girlfriend, who's also a race car driver. Wow. Well, Corey Heim was my sleeper pick, and lo and behold, he won.
Top of the list. What was going through your mind in those final few laps? Because I bet you had a handful of a race car and a corporate teammate, Christopher Bell, chasing you.
Yeah, that was a damn handful. I was hanging out for dear life once the shade went down and the pace picked up. My car got really loose, and I'd never really been in a lot of clean air throughout the day, so that was the hardest I ever fought in my life, to just make sure I focus on exits and kept them in dirty air. I'm pretty out of breath. That was a workout, but this is a dream come true. If you win at the Brickyard, that is unbelievable. Thank you so much, fans, for coming out here. That was awesome. Got to break early with the pit cycle and just executed all day. Made no mistake. I picked through my team. 2311 did a fantastic job with my field and shape Camry. So first race was field and shape too. That's awesome. First race, first win. So hope we can keep it going.
What did you tell me before the race? You said, I've had to learn how to be more aggressive on restarts. Walk me through that restart with your boss, Denny Hamlin.
Yeah, just had to be aggressive. I mean, it's for the win. You know, I'd have to see it back to see if I really did anything wrong. But I think we both know we're racing for the win. You know, but he has every right to be a little frustrated with me. But I feel like he probably would have done the same thing. So yeah, just had to be on top of it. Got a good push from the 22 to feed position. So thanks to him. And man, it's crazy too for I don't know what, 7:15. Yeah, there we go.
I think you dispelled the rumor that you need a lot of experience here. I mean, people in the stands may not know you've never seen this place before Friday.
Yeah, I mean it's unbelievable. You know, just
Are you done that for me?
Yes, I'm done.
What kind of, what do you need, Mom? I told me.
Corey Heim, an unbelievable run for him and everyone at 23:11. That is 2 wins in 2026 already, Shannon.
Yeah, Marty Christopher Bell brings it on second today, lap after lap. We saw you just trying to hunt down that 57.
There's so many products
He was
on there.
making some mistakes. How many times did you think you would be able to get to
Well, as much as people don't like dirty air, it played a factor, that's for sure. I hope so too, man. I hope Hendrick can get back to their winning ways. I mean, Byron did win at Iowa last year, so who knows? Thank you, D-Nice, for stopping by. I really appreciate it. I'll see you in the next one. Wow.
I know these crown jewels, you have run points and all that stuff. You're not thinking about it when you're in the race. But when you look at big picture, Christopher, everything that you guys have been through the last couple of weeks with your rest, like, how does this second place finish kind of sit with you?
This is a good thing.
Man, overall, that was a pretty average Brickyard 400. I mean, stages 1, 2 both ended with cautions late. Thought this race was going to be a race that Spire Motorsports was going to be the best team. Then Ty Gibbs showed up. I thought it was going to be his day. But after how certain cautions fell, it ultimately went into the favor of Corey Heim, who held on for the last 34 laps of that race to win the Brickyard 400. And he led a race high 58 laps today. Wow. And Denny Hamlin's points lead over Tyler Reddick, I think it's grown back to 84, I think. Where is Logano? He's 13th. Now he's way too far back at the moment. Elliott loses a spot in the standings. Host of our game's 5. Wow. Yeah, Toyotas, they've just been dialed in this year. That's why they've been so incredibly strong. Chevrolet, they're trying to stay with them, keep pace with them. And Ford, they're just playing catch up at this rate. Man, Corey Heim, he drove like an absolute veteran. This is now, after what he's done in trucks and what he's done today, now I see why. Once again, this is why Denny Hamlin wants him to drive full time. And I hope his rookie year in Cup next season will be a good one. That's for sure. Man, I can't believe 15 starts in and Corey Heim already has 2 career wins. If someone told me Corey Heim's next win was going to come at the Brickyard 400 of all places, I wouldn't believe a single person, albeit, again, he was my sleeper pick, but lo and behold, he did it. I'm going to be putting Corey Heim in a handful of my picks videos next year, that's for sure. It's nice to see the car number, 6-7 win again. But yeah. Again, they still need to fix the aero package on for these cars for this race next year. Yeah. I understand why people wouldn't want to tune into this race.
Denny Hamlin and Corey just told me, he said that final restart, that he's probably mad that he would have done the same thing. Kind of walk me through that restart from your perspective.
Yeah, I mean, everyone's trying to fight to win the race, and when you're clear by an inch, you're going to take that inch.
Well, Denny Hamlin shot at a Brickyard at a Crown Jewel Grand Slam. Just gonna have to wait till next year. Next year will most likely be his last chance to win this race. It's Brickyard 400 win or bust. And yeah, Denny Hamlin, he would have done the same thing if he was the 67. But yeah. But with that said, yeah, overall, it felt like an average Brickyard 400 race. I'm glad the race didn't end with any manufacturer drama or any late race yellows. Again, the aero package for the cars at this track or any at, the aero package for these cars at this track and others, like the short tracks, they need some work done. So yeah, man, of course, and with that said, let's take a quick look through the results. Corey Heim the winner, Christopher Bell second, Donald third, Chase Briscoe fourth. Chase Briscoe will be one of my picks next year, that's for sure. Denny Hamlin, Brad Keselowski, good day. Josh Berry, it feels like forever, but finally his first top 10 in the longest time. Ryan Preece 8th, Carson Hocevar 9th, Tyler Reddick 10th. So at least one of the Spire cars got a good finish. Ty Gibbs, man, this could have been his day. Finishes 12th. Cole Custer 13th, good day for him. Suarez and McDowell finished 17th and 18th. And of course, Alex Bowman was the highest running Hendrick driver, 19th. And Todd Gilliland gets the $1 million. Bubba Wallace 28th, just wasn't his day. But that's just how it is. Eric Jones 27th. Man, I thought they were going to have speed today. Sucks it didn't transition over to race day. And man, it's another what could have been day for these guys. Dang it. It's a shame. Oh well. Hopefully we'll figure out something in the off weekend. All right, folks. That is going to do it for this live stream. Congrats to Corey Heim on winning the Brickyard 400. He definitely deserved it. He drove like a veteran today. And yeah, 2 wins and 15 career starts. Oh, wait, hold up. Good job, Todd Gilliland.
After that wreck, Todd, what was it like to hold off Ryan down the stretch?
Yeah, it was nerve-wracking. Even though we were 24, 26 or whatever.
I hope Gilliland's next trophy will be a cup win trophy, that's for sure. Just think, Mom, not too long ago he was driving for Bill McAnally's team. It feels a long time ago. Yeah. Anyways, with that said, I will see y'all in 2 weeks for the NASCAR races at Iowa. I hope you all have a good off weekend. Again, no live streams for next week unless something comes up, but you never know. So yeah, I'll see you in 2 weeks at Iowa. I hope you have a good rest of your day. Congrats to Corey Heim on getting the win. He definitely deserved it. Drove like a veteran, and yeah, overall not a bad day today. All right, everyone. I'll see y'all in 2 weeks. Have a good rest of your day, and I'll see y'all next time. All right, bye, everyone. Peace out.